Mr. Squiggles. All right.
No one remembers it.
No, you don't really, because all that stuff really is around anymore. Like, that's the thing, it was pretty cool and
I
artsy.
used to have a Mr. Squiggles like plush. It was so
Draw
fucking
upside
cool.
down. It was like the drawings were always like upside down, and they're like,
Yeah,
ah,
and
then you
then
just
just
finish off
flip
like
it.
boom. I was like, wow. Amazed by it. I mean, a lot of some it was like here's predetermined some lines, and you just had to fill in the blank, you know.
Yeah,
But
but
still, it was
still, it's
still
pretty fucking good.
still friggin' wild, connecting the dots.
And remember Art Attack?
Oh, Art Attack was so good. Laid out the clothes and sometimes and stuff. Did art with like different colored clothes and the big large stuff. Was like, here's this. Now let's go back, and they did the big pan out, and you're like, oh my god, it looked friggin' dope.
What year was Art Attack? Because that didn't last very long, did it?
That was like in the 90s, went to like early
It's fucking
2000s.
British. Okay, that's why we got it.
Mm. It was like early 2000s. Um, but yeah, I want to bloody
It ran for ages,
yeah,
17 years,
yeah. It was like 90s to like early 2000s.
from 1990 till 2007,
Yeah, it's bloody wild. It was so good.
and I remember a lot of that.
There was another show that they tried to kick up that was kind of like that, but it just didn't hit the mark because it just
Art
wasn't the
was
same.
it Art Streaker?
Something.
Art Ninja?
It was trying to do the same kind of thing. It was on TV, but
I don't know.
it just didn't hit.
But Mr. Squiggle.
Before we get further into the show,
Mr. Squiggle! What year
um,
was that?
oh god, my connection is pretty
That was the
dodgy at the moment.
50s!
Yeah.
1959, final episode 99.
Yeah, something like that. It's freaking
40
wild.
fucking years!
It's I know. It's like they were good
What?
stuff though. They were really good stuff. Like it's just crazy.
40 fucking years of Mr. Squiggle!
Hmm. Well, they don't have that kind of stuff anymore. Not even on YouTube or anything.
Mr. Squiggle's on YouTube though, I think.
The reruns and stuff like that, but like nothing new.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have the puppet. It was creepy, but it was cool.
Well, speaking of YouTube, I want to mention that looking, don't normally bring this up, but looking at analytics, do you know that 95% of our viewership are not subscribed?
Fuck me.
So you should
You're not one of
subscribe.
them people now.
No, but like the videos have been doing pretty good lately. The state of play,
No, but
honestly.
whoever leads with that, like in fucking videos, like just guilt trips them into it. Like that's a fucking pity follow. Subscribe, like fuck me.
Subscribe. No, but yeah, most retentions for most people that do watch though is like 4 or 5 minutes of our videos, which is kind of disappointing because you're missing out on all the good stuff. Those that do watch, usually on average watch for about 30 minutes.
We know who they are. All
I mean, I can
we know
understand.
who watches all of it.
And exactly, and it's hard to get the analytics because once you've got one person that watches all of it, and then you have someone that watches like maybe 10 minutes of it, it then brings that ratio down, so then it breaks it all up, and the analytics.
Then
is
again,
just
it happens
wild.
to everyone, like every
And I know,
creator.
like exactly, but like the good stuff picks up. It's not just like, oh, here's the thing. No, there's a reason why we keep doing this. It's because we've got good quality content. And if you're not sticking through, that's not on us. That's on you. So, bloody follow along with us every episode, every week.
Speaking of YouTube, I did um an exclusive on YouTube for a Dragon Ball figure.
Yep.
Like no one else had a review up, but I did.
Yeah.
And boom, I'm like, where is the reviews for this?
Yeah, and that's it sometimes. Like, it is one of those things. So, But with that, let's roll on into it.
People watch it, like, thank you.
What's up, Beardies and Beardettes? Welcome back to another fine episode of the Beardy Bros Podcast! Woohoo! Usually Jim does it, but I did it. I took it right under your feet, Jim.
Woo!
There you go. But no, like YouTube can honestly be like I wanted to roll into the topic in the senses. YouTube can be a very funny ground. Because you could post something like the Starfield episode did great compared to like what we normally have. Like it's got 30 views, which is clicks basically, and I mean it makes sense. Starfield's trending, it worked, it got attention. The state of play, which was like I said last week's episode, like. I didn't even react. Like, it was just a video that I just recorded and just uploaded. They got 103 views. And our last episode got 9 views, which is actually technically on our record for the last month or so of views, has actually been upper in the spectrum of the algorithm. We're getting more clicks lately, and it is kind of one of the things because it's like catching a wave. Once you're in that wave, you kind of ride it for a bit, and until
Right.
it dissipates out. It's like surfing.
And then
So
you get
like if you
your
miss that,
regulars who are just like, oh,
yeah, and you pick up
another episode.
exactly it. So you get, and sometimes that's the other thing too. So sometimes you need to flick that bell icon so you get notified. I tried to be subtle, but I couldn't do it.
That was a subtler dog nuts.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't give a straight face. But you know what I mean. Like sometimes, like people get
Yeah.
notified, people remember. That's why we try to be week to week anyway.
Sometimes they don't
So you
work
know,
either. Like I click it, but it doesn't work. It's like,
yeah. But I was like my channel. I uploaded a because we've got now at Woolworths Mr. Beast Feastable chocolates have come out.
mm,
And I did my video on that, and I just did basic, Aussie man tries Mr. Beast Feastables first time. Very generic, very clickbait topic title, and it has worked. I've gotten like nearly 60 views on the video. I'm like, compared to most of my own like videos on my channel, like that's more than like 4 or 5 videos of my last recent views on my videos. That in the one video, I'm like, that's doing good. But that's kind of like
right.
when it comes to my own channel, like it's when you're making stuff that is actually like content.
It's hard though.
Like that's the
Well,
thing, it's hard. Like you put the work into it though at times, and then there's nothing out of it. It's like
I
you
mean,
put this
some
time
people
and work
take like
into
a
it.
fucking decade before something goes. Like,
And like sometimes videos can like be delayed hitters. Like you have a video they'll take off like a year later. It's like you could have watched that, if the algorithm worked, when it came out fresh. There's no point in me,
or the notification or whatever. Like,
yeah. And it can be interesting how things work, and it does suck. Like it's not always in everyone's favor,
because
realistically.
content can be too early or too late. Like,
Mm. And that's like that.
it's like video games. They can come out too early, and it's like this is shit. But then 5 years later, it's like this is an amazing idea.
And that's it.
Too bad it
Sometimes
was 5 years ago. Like,
exactly, like sometimes things just don't hit the mark because it wasn't at that time. That's it's either the market's too
without
saturated with
following
something, or
trends, which we definitely don't do.
we just no. I mean that's the thing. We're not always trying to follow the trends because I do find, which I did mention with some people, riding the trend and they just keep posting content based on that trend and
I mean, I
going,
get
going,
posting
going, going,
content
going,
if
going.
you're doing something to do with
Like
it.
if you're enjoying it or it's part of your like
Yeah,
whatever you're doing, then go for it. But like when you're just milking it, I hate when people milk
there's
a
a lot of
trend for a
those.
trend and they just keep doing and doing and doing, posting like related content to that because like
It's kind of
you know
repeating themselves also.
yeah, it's like we had a meme for us like when we did the Cyberpunk content, and we like kind of did the whole thing but that was like our stick we tried doing because we made that whole
It
shirts
might
and
come back though, to be fair.
it was kind of a running gag for us. It became a running gag, and but the thing was Cyberpunk wasn't really trending, but it was a gag for us. Like that was the thing. Like it was
Cyberpunk
our,
died after the first week.
and that's the
Like,
thing. But we
really.
had like a whole season where
Went
we
2 years.
we went for like a
It was
whole
2 years, right?
something like that.
2020 or 2022 sometime. Like
We
20,
just had the whole thing
like,
going for like for ages, like Cyberpunk in the background and shit was happening, and it was just always Cyberpunk. Like we always made reference to it somewhere along the line. And if you look back on those episodes, you'd always see like the box would move around, or it'd always be kind of like where is it at? It was always a joke. It was a running gag. We were creating our own trend to us because we
I
found
should have
that
put
funny.
my fucking steelbook somewhere, and, like on top of the boxes or something.
And
Like
then now,
Cyberpunk.
like Cyberpunk is trending, and people are literally. I've been looking everywhere. People are like, "Oh, Cyberpunk," and then tag and trend. I'm like, yeah, because it's trending now because it's better or it's a good game. It's like it
Oh yeah,
was
we've been there
technically.
since the fucking start.
It's always been a good game. Like it was, yeah, issues,
We've
but like
been
it was always good. The
flying
franchise is great.
praises since day one.
Exactly. So it's like
Also
sometimes trend,
criticisms when needed.
and that's
Like
exactly
the
it.
game wasn't perfect, but now it's getting there.
And that's it. So we're good. We're happy to see where it's at because we've seen it. Like we've literally watched this game grow. Basically, we've watched it be a toddler and watch it grow up. Basically, to it. Like that's the crazy part. We've
I
actually
remember when
watched.
it was crashing every few minutes.
I know you were unlucky with that. You had it crashing a lot. Mine crashed very
I
rarely.
found out what it was though. It was when you were in the open world driving. You got
Yep.
in the car and drove for a certain amount of time and it just crashed.
Yeah, it was the bug with the cars. Yeah.
No bug with the PlayStation
PlayStation
5 version
Mode.
running the PS4 game.
Yeah.
It just crashed a
It's
lot. Like
wild.
I was trying to avoid vehicles as much as I could.
It was crazy.
But now with the 2.0, it'd actually be a smooth experience. Because
Well,
I
that's it.
remember doing that game twice, playing through the whole game twice.
I know.
Second time wasn't as bad. 'Cause I just skipped everything and just went to
I know, it was
fucking down
wild.
it. In 11 hours, I finished the game from start to finish.
Yeah, it's crazy, like, when you did that the second time around, because you knew, like, how to do it, what to do. You just skipped everything,
Right?
like...
I just skipped the fucking voice lines, everything, to put on easy. And just...
Because you realize there's, like, you literally don't have to worry about half the other missions it tries to get you to do. You stick to the
No, you
main
just have to do
story and...
the main missions.
Mm,
That's
pretty
it. Like you
wild.
just got to do the main stuff. I can't believe that one trophy fucked me over with Takamura saving him. Like you have to do the whole game again just to get to that point.
Well, like I said, better than my game fucking breaking with the update, and he just fucking disappeared from the game altogether.
Until the next
Go
update.
meet Takamura so you can talk to him. Go there. He's just not there at the restaurant or whatever it was, the arcade. Go talk to him. Give him a call. He just wasn't there.
He wouldn't answer his phone
He wasn't there.
until the next update, which was like weeks later,
It was just wild.
or whatever. Yeah,
Um,
have you finished it yet? Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I can't believe they broke Takamura though.
So funny. There's so many funny things that happen with that
Only
game.
for Xbox users, I think. Like for Xbox
Yeah.
One or something. Like nothing else.
Um, I did want to mention I have posted up on the Instagram the preview for Call of Duty Season 6. All those skins. I
Oh
mentioned
yeah.
to you about it as well. It's just crazy. Like I wanted to bring that up. Like it's crazy how like yeah okay it's a Halloween season event kind of stuff going on, but like it just dropped so many technically licensed skins in one
I
season. Is
didn't. I don't think a Halloween thing Skeletor though,
like it's just so weird to drop so many licensed skins
or Helsing.
because like we had the hip hop one this season for season 5, and we got like Snoop Dogg, we had Nicki Minaj, and then we had like 21
Mm.
Savage, and I think there was one of the other guys from NWA dropped in this thing as well. But that's only 4, and these are actual people though. Like these are based off actual people.
Yeah,
Like they make sense because they liked like Snoop Dogg. He played Call of. Nicki Minaj was a bit weird because I'm like okay, you know,
but she's
Snoop Dogg
big,
makes
so
sense. Because he plays Call of Duty. He
Snoop
loves Call
Dogg
of
plays
Duty,
Madden.
and and then was it they had
Every live stream he's done, he's played
I
Madden.
know that's what he's done lately. But like, and then there was like Tomb Raider. Like Tomb Raider, I guess was like the start of it almost because we did have Shredder and stuff before, but I feel like
Yeah, well,
Tomb
that's
Raider.
because of Tomb Raider's coming out next year. Like,
Mm, but it's like they're doing that. I guess what we call it the Fortnite treatment. The best way to put it. Like that's what we've
I
agreed
tell them
on.
sellouts because they just put anything they can in there that gives them fucking
And
money.
like that's it because we've got like what Spawn. We've got Spawn dropping.
They're taking deals to get money from us.
Mm, I
They're
did.
getting it from the people who get the license, and plus
Yeah.
us as well. So plus whatever they're paying for the license would be fuck all, maybe.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, whoever's making the cut somewhere along the line because
Yeah,
the people who own the license get a share. So people who own Spawn or McFarlane, he would get a share technically because he
yeah.
is a creator, and then you'd get Activision to get
Is
their
it for
share as
every
well.
download, or every purchase,
Repurchase,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
they'd get X amount because there's an
Hmm.
upfront fee as well to like whoever paid
Yeah.
who to get it on there, and then the
I
profits
reckon
from
it
that.
went both ways, maybe.
So some kind of agreement
Because
would come to.
McFarlane could have reached out and said, "Can you put Spawn in? We'll give you blah blah blah
Yeah,
to put Spawn." It could have went either way.
and that's it. But there was like that, which did actually look cool. Like Spawn does look cool in the game. Like looking at the model, like it looks cool. And I do like that they made like a ghost version, Spawn, like a Spawn skin outfit, like a suit for Ghost. That looked kind of cool as well, where it's got like the Spawn mask on Ghost, and then like he's got the patch and stuff. Like that's cool. Like that's getting a character and putting a reference style onto a current character. Like that's a cool, unique, different take.
I reckon Skeletor will be a skin as well at this point.
Skeletor is an actual skin because that's those
Oh yeah.
photos. So
Oh,
he's an
like
actual.
Homelander and that.
Yeah, yeah. So Skeletor is an actual skin. Ash Williams is a skin. You've got Alucard, which is
He's
from
the only
Helsing.
one that makes sense in the
I know
whole
Ash
lot.
works, and then you've got. I mean, it makes sense having Lilith as well because but that's more of the IP ownership. That's easy for them to chuck in because they own.
Oh yeah,
You
because
know,
Blizzard.
yeah, and it's like that just easy, but
But Lilith
it's
doesn't make
weird.
sense though.
But that's what I mean. Like that's the only thing. It's like realistically, it does not make sense, and
It's
it is
only
kind
Ash
of.
who makes sense out of all of them,
He's in
like because he
he
uses
suits, yeah.
weapons, like.
And the same thing with the boys' characters. Homelander
Like
makes
I
no
reckon
sense.
Skeletor. I mean, not Skeletor. Ash should only have a shotgun. Like everything should be reskinned to a
They
shotgun. There's a
do. They come with
sniper
weapon
or.
packs. So like Skeletor has a special purple gun that shoots like green lasers and shit. Like it's like some
No, I
weird
mean
thing that
like
he has.
Ash should always have a
And
shotgun, no matter if it's a pistol. It should be like
oh yeah,
the
yeah.
aesthetic of a shotgun. Like,
But
come on.
his loadout he comes with I think was his boomstick loadout. So there's like you'll get his boomstick plus whatever else is. There's his
I might
maybe
get
melee
Ash
weapon.
then, just for that. Like, because
But yeah,
Ash is
they all
the best
come.
one there. Like, it, I hope they got Bruce Campbell to do the voice lines.
I think they have. So you would have to. There's no way you could because
It has like Groovy and shit.
it
He used to
literally is
kill.
Bruce Campbell though.
Groovy.
It literally is Bruce Campbell's model of Ash.
Well,
Like it
yeah,
wouldn't be
it's
like
from
not
Evil
some
Dead 1 and 2, wouldn't it?
yeah like it's not like a generic like here's some guy that looks like kind
Not
of like
like
him.
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, it's like he's kind of looks like him, and then it's just like let's have the outfit referencing kind of him. Like this actually him. So I was like that's kind of cool. So you'd have to have him voicing it because you've got like Keith David voicing Spawn, which is great. Um,
Who voiced Spawn originally? Who played Spawn?
Keith David. He always
Oh, did he?
he done a lot of the voices like the anime and stuff like that, Carter and stuff
Oh,
like that, and then
I
Mortal
mean,
Kombat
like
as
the
well.
actual movies though.
I think they might have been the actor. I don't think he did the actual movie originally. It's been a while since I've seen
Because
that.
I've actually never seen nothing else but like one
But
movie. I
everything was
think
basically done by Keith David, which was pretty cool. So that's pretty
he's in a
cool.
lot
So
of things you don't even realize though.
yeah. But yeah, no, so I'm
Well,
definitely
he's
keen for next
taken
season.
over for Landredic in Destiny now
So
too.
it's going to be
So
interesting to see how that works. How they're
as
gonna
as Zavala.
like how they're gonna make it if they're gonna make reference to it transferring over. Like, is he gonna be injured and have like something done to his voice, or are they gonna do or just have him just like you're still the same and here's your voice now? Like, it'd be interesting to see what they do
Right.
with that. Or is he
When
part
do they come out next
cyborg,
season?
something like that.
Yeah,
So
because it has to be around Halloween, so
mm,
October sometime.
yeah, some sort of event, and there's the haunting event as well.
Mm.
We had the zombie trailer drop as well for Modern Warfare 3, which looks great. They're going down that zombie route a fair bit more. So it'll be interesting where the story's going with that, incorporating that.
But that was never in 1 and 2.
That's where they're kind of like heading the story because the event we had in season 5 was Makarov was after these vials and Dark.
Yeah, but zombies were never part of 1 and 2's campaign at all.
No, then that's where they're like leading into it because it's all crossing all the whole
That's
universe
stupid.
together. It's tying in the whole universe of all the COD
Shouldn't
games.
it should just follow like it does with it follows 1 and 2 into 1 and 2,
Yeah,
and it should just follow 3 into 3. Like
yeah, because it's like modified timelines and stuff. If you've played zombies, there's like all this parallel timeline shit. Timelines have been
I
altered.
don't like zombies. I don't play
Yeah.
it.
So
Last one I played was Infinite
did
Warfare.
did you actually watch that trailer? That Modern Warfare 3 zombie
No,
trailer? You didn't actually watch it. So basically, there's that guy which we saw the guy in that trailer that we saw with the scar. He was actually at the end of the event in season 5, where you had to go in and take out the vials from Al Mazrah at the observatory because the observatory got blown. Do you remember it being blown up? Did you see that event? So a big you had
Oh.
so there's anti-air trucks like missile launchers around Al Mazrah's map, and there's a special mission
Oh,
that we all
yeah.
had to do, and we all had to like hack into it and get him to shoot up the observatory. Observatory blows up, and it's Makarov that you're working for, but you're double agents under disguise with presumably, but you're playing as what's his name? Grims. What's
Grimes?
Graves?
Graves, yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name
Yeah,
for a second there.
the
So
bad
you're
dude from the
playing, so you're
campaign.
playing as him. You're playing as his
Well,
soldiers.
he's not really the bad guy. He's more of
No. So you're playing.
he's playing both sides.
Yeah,
Like he's
so
doing the right thing, but the wrong way
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, so you're playing as his squad, his shadow team. So you're playing as like Graves' shadow team working with Shepard, and the typical. They're still trying
Graves
to do
is the
good
reason
things.
why Alone happened in that.
So that's
Because they're running away from him. Like,
Yeah. So, and this basically with that mission that happened in season 5, that event was Shadow Team's got to collect the vials so that Makarov doesn't get them, basically. So they do, whatever means possible to save this. They blow up Al Mazrah's observatory, go in there, steal the vials so that Makarov can't get them, but to lo and behold, Makarov has already planted soldiers within Shadow Team, and they get the vials, and that's what they'll try to find. which what they were trying to find was these vials, which
But they
is
completely fucked up Makarov because he was never like that at all.
yeah. So they find these vials, but they're not the vials that we're looking for because the guy that we see in this trailer, he's on another route. After that, presumably looking for vials, and he finds the right vials hidden in this thing, which is this which then they make reference to the whole 4 people around the table, and it had like the capsule that had
Dang
the
it.
zombie vial, which is again reference to zombies with the 4 survivors and all that shit there. But then he's like, haha, I got this thing, and they're like being pinned down. And while being pinned down by the police, because they're just shooting everyone, he gets the vial in the trailer and chucks it, and see the gas just go over, and everyone, like all the undead, just turn into zombies. And he's like, ha ha ha! Like this is the weapon we've been
That's
looking
cheesy.
for. So it's like they were looking for weapons of mass destruction, like a viral weapon, and the viral weapon happens to be zombies. And it's just
Yeah,
like,
but that could have been anything. He could have killed himself, and he's like,
yeah,
haha, like,
exactly, because he was trying to get out, so he panicked and just chucked up the ground. This
what
dude.
the
And
fuck?
it's like, but they had 1 vial left, so it's like, of course they're going to replicate it, but now the viral's already out, and the outbreaks happened, and I'm like, oh, this is how they're trying to tie it all together. Whether it happens at the end of like Modern Warfare 3's campaign, but they had the whole
I
cutscene, and
reckon
they have
it wouldn't be in the campaign.
because weird
Like in the campaign.
because they had that, and it cuts to in the trailer because
Because
it
that'd be
cuts
the
to
stupidest thing ever.
well,
You
that's what
can't
I
have
mean.
like no zombies for the first 2 games, then go, haha, zombies.
Well, I
Like,
mean, you
what the
kind of can
fuck?
because that's like it's now the outbreak's happening. Like that's what they're getting to.
Yeah, but it's literally
No reference.
copying the other trilogy. But
Mm,
that doesn't happen in there.
yeah. So it's like it's kind of going with a different route with the
At
weapons
that
of
point,
mass
they're
destruction.
fucking it up.
Oh no, it looks kind of cool. Like I'm keen for it, especially with like I like zombies.
Like
So
I've been hyping it up. Everyone's like, "No, it's gonna be trash." I'm like, "No, it's gonna be amazing." That sounds trash.
because when you see in the trailer as well, you'll see there's the report point, and then they're like, oh,
I
attack
don't want
now,
to play
pull
zombies
out,
in a campaign.
and
Fuck me.
it has like the place that they're going to where the infection is happening. It cuts to the helicopter, I think it was, or a plane, and they're flying over, and
Well, zombies have to be separate.
it's Price, Soap, and someone else, and they're flying to that location where the incident happened.
Mm.
So where the virus got outbreaked, and they don't know actually what's been happened. They don't actually know what's happened there. They're just like, we got to go to this mission. This is something's happened here. Go to find blah blah blah. And then yeah.
I'll blame Treyarch for
So
this.
it's interesting. So watch the trailer. I've tried to break it down the best I could. Very poorly, I think. And it's a good trailer. Like I got hyped. I was like, damn, if this is like how they're
I'll
gonna
watch it
tie
after
in.
this then.
So I don't know if it's gonna be like an
See what it
alternate
is.
like if it's gonna be part of the story exactly, but it feels like they're trying to tie the events a little bit. Won't know until the campaign's actually out, but we're getting closer to it, and it's kind of cool. Like they're heading down that route a little bit. It could be
There's a
maybe
campaign
after the
early access.
campaign. It could be side parallel. It could be an alternate reality to the main storyline. But it's
I reckon
weird
it's after.
that they're tying all the characters together. So
Like this is as a zombie mode thing.
yeah, the fact that you're seeing like they got a whole narrative.
There's no
like,
way in hell
storytelling
they're
for it.
implementing Makarov as like a thing in the campaign as like a zombie lord or something. Like fuck
Well,
off.
he's just looking for a weapon of mass destruction. So, and it happens to be
Yeah,
a virus. A virus, and
but
luckily
where's
happens to be zombies most probably because
that's
that's what
like the cheesiest thing you could do. Like, where's
it's
other
it's it's
better
it's
things?
the stereotypical like, oh, I want to find weapons of mass destruction. It's a virus. What's the virus? It ends up being zombies. Like that's what Resident Evil was.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
everyone
like
did.
the most generic thing to
Yeah,
pick.
the virus that ends up being a zombie virus instead. You know.
I want aliens in that back. Like, fuck zombies. We've had zombies every game in the last decade.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting if they
I'm
actually
over it.
directly tied in. And it felt like the fact that we had those alone missions makes sense with zombies now. The fact that we had that survival alone, and then if you tie in zombies, it kind of correlates together. So I'm like,
It wouldn't work though. Against human enemies, yeah, it's not against zombies.
yeah, it's survival horror where you sneak it through and you have zombies, you got to pop them out with strategic health and then bandage you. They come out with strategic health. Take this.
I wasn't
Heal.
gonna say
I'm healing
anything.
you.
You did
I'm
it
healing
yourself.
you. I'm healing you. You're gonna be fine. Well, like I shat myself when I was going through that mission in alone, and there's like the knocking on the door. I know like there was no monsters,
Oh, the
but
dum 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 dum
I
dum dum.
thought
At the end of the hallway.
I know like it was a guy crawling and like trying to like ask for help. But
You didn't know that originally though.
in my mind, when I'm going through the house and there's that banging on the door, I literally thought a monster was going to come through that door and I was going to have to kill a monster. But I'm like,
No.
this is Call of Duty. There's no monsters. But I felt like that. I felt like a monster was going to break through that door and I was going to have to
Because
take
it was
down
very aggressive.
yeah. And I'm like, that's kind of...
That fucking door was rattling like dum
Yeah.
dum dum dum.
And like that's what I feel like. I feel like it was going to be a big jump scare. And I'm like, that's kind of makes sense with
It
zombies.
is weird because the opener is like, dude just goes pull up. like,
yeah, so... I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where they take the approach, honestly.
I'm veteran. I was shitting myself. I'm like, I don't want to fight that. What's out there?
But yeah, so that's one of the biggest things I'm like looking forward to a little bit if that's the route they're going to go. Um,
I hope it's, I hope it's the zombie side stuff more than anything.
yeah, because we know
Like,
we're
leave
getting
the
in
campaign the
there.
campaign. Like, you can't fuck with
The
that.
Warzone-ish DMZ is going to have like the zombie
Mm.
mode thing in it. It's like an open world zombies. We know we're getting that. So it depends on how they do the
Yeah,
story.
'cause I
If it's
reckon
going
the
to be
campaign's going to stay COD
more
campaign.
direct, yeah, and maybe hint towards the
Hopefully.
end, which I
Also,
would kind of,
you have to play this to get the rest of it. Like,
yeah, yeah. See, I would kind of like
keep
that
it
where
separate.
here's the story there, and then it's like then you could kind of at the end of it you could go, you leave it open end where this is the more
Yeah, because you
narrative plot
had
base or
the
the parallel
multiplayer stuff
zombies.
as well. Them
Yeah.
missions,
Mm.
which
You,
continued on some of
yeah.
the story.
And you could have two different offshoots where one's more logical of the actual makes more sense, more real, and one's the fantasy, zombie time.
Because I don't want zombies forced down my fucking throat in a campaign.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy the zombie modes. I want the action, like the set piece moments of like in your face action.
You see,
Like,
I
come
would
on.
like that if they did that with a proper zombie game, not like because I'm not a big fan of the zombie modes because the way you progress the
Mm.
stories in the zombie games in Black Ops, like those zombie games, is you had to get the
It's
Easter
not win.
eggs.
You just gotta survive.
No, well, collecting the Easter eggs was what's like furthered the
Oh,
story.
oh
It's
yeah.
like, wouldn't you like? Okay, so you just play the game and just survive rounds, and not really go anywhere. But it's like, but to progress
That's
the
the main
story,
objective, and then you do the story, then you just do the rounds. Like,
no, well, that's it. There is no story. That's the problem with those games I found was you don't get a story. You just go through rounds, and the characters would kind of talk, but not really give anything. To actually progress the
there is a
story,
story in like Black Ops and that.
you had to complete the Easter eggs to further the story. So you'd hunt
Yeah,
around
that's
doing the
like all
Easter
the
eggs.
COD games though. That's like all the zombie modes,
That's what I'm saying. The zombie modes,
except for Infinite. No, Advanced Warfare. They
which was
had the
weird.
alien one. It was pretty
Yeah,
cool, but everyone hated it. It was like
the
that's
whole
the
game
most
was
unique thing they've did.
the whole game was just a bit of a unfortunate miss. Like it was
Yeah,
just
for
weird.
the majority of fucking generic
Mm.
and
But that's why
Advanced Warfare was
that's why I
amazing.
never understood the story for zombies because you had like I never had anyone to do the Easter eggs with, so I had to watch
Yeah,
videos later to watch the Easter eggs to get the
there's
stories.
plenty. Just play randoms and they'll fucking do the thing with
Mm.
you.
Yeah, because a lot of them loved. That's how you'd progress. Is you'd actually properly progressed because it's just wave after wave after wave after wave. If you're just doing
Like, you
waves,
have to survive certain waves for certain Easter eggs and that though,
yeah, exactly. But
or
if
kill
you,
certain bosses in the waves and stuff.
because you could miss the Easter eggs, like you could just play along
Yeah,
and go too far past it and miss it, then you wouldn't actually progress. You just wave,
you
wave,
can
wave,
wave
wave, wave,
100
wave,
and
wave,
just
wave,
keep
and no,
going. Like,
yeah, and it's just crazy.
I remember
So
zombies in space in Infinite Warfare.
the
That was my favorite zombies. That was
the
so
moons,
fucking
the
good.
moon zombies.
Yeah,
That's just
like
crazy.
that was the one I played the most. That and Black
Mm.
Ops 2 because
Well,
I don't know why.
I will mention, which we haven't had it the last two episodes, and I did post about it. Remember when I was like, "Oh, we're gonna try these." We've got them now because we're drinking again because I'm feeling a
Oh
lot
yeah,
better. We're
the
trying.
drinking
I should say we're trying Bilson's Lamington
Lamington.
and Bilson's cake flavored vodka. It's finally happening, ladies and gentlemen. We're
Was
finally
it
gonna crack these
dripping
open.
chocolate?
Looks like it's dripping chocolate. I know. What one did we say we're gonna get into first? Did we say last time was it cake or
Go Lamington. No,
Lamington?
go cake.
Cake.
Save the best till last.
Lamington for last.
I would presume that Lamington is the better flavor.
So we're gonna go into. We're gonna crack it open right now.
If that's amazing, I have to get some because I love Lamington.
Ooh.
But
Oh
what kind
man,
of
what
cake
the
is it?
hell?
Just vanilla cake?
Yeah,
Like,
it just smells like a normal vanilla sponge cake. That is weird.
as long as it tastes good, though. Or liquid cake.
Has an interesting taste on the end of it. Oh yeah, it does kind of taste like chocolate and cream.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's got a droplet. Got chocolate dripping down the side of the
Kind of tastes
can.
like the chocolate and cream's like the lollipop.
Ew. What? Oh, those things they fucking slap.
Mmm.
Remember get those fucking flavored lollipops?
Oh.
Where are they now?
Oh.
You had that in the pink one. Remember the pink one? The
Mmm.
strawberry one?
Strawberries and cream and chocolate and cream.
Yeah, strawberries and cream.
Mmm. That is weird. It's nice, but it's weird.
You're drinking sponge cake.
Mmm.
You're drinking sponge, bro.
Just how it tastes. It doesn't taste like a drink. It feels like I'm eating something, but in liquid form.
I like fairy floss.
So weird.
Like you put fairy floss, it just melts. It's like,
Mm.
yeah, but it's like that.
Wow. That literally tastes like I'm drinking a dessert. My
I
God,
bet the Lamington's gonna be way fucking better though.
that's like this cake, like cake alone at the moment feels like you would, if you were to have Bilsons to drink, you would have like one of the
Sounds
other
like a vodka
flavors.
cake.
Like you would have like any other kind of flavors. Like you'd have a sauce. You'd drink, if you were to like treat the drinks as like a meal. You'd have like your sauce or like your fruit. You don't know, like peaches and cream or
Gosh, bro,
a fruit tingle or something. Something that's got like kind of like a drink. And then this
imagine
would,
it. They have the fruit tingle one of those, right?
yeah, the
Yeah,
fruit tangle, yeah. And this would be like the
fruit tangle.
topper. This would be like your dessert. This would be your topper to the, like, you'd be like, oh yeah, that. And this is the dessert at the end.
You drink a whole fucking carton of cake.
I mean, I don't know if I could drink a whole lot of those. It may
Get
get a bit.
sweet,
The taste can be
or
a
is it
bit.
just the taste?
I think it's the taste. It's a bit. Yeah, it's like nice, but it's also a bit rough.
Oh,
So,
yep.
so you couldn't have too many of them. You couldn't, like, maybe if you're drunk,
So just one here
you
and
might get
there.
away. Yeah, yeah. So I wonder if the Lamington's going to be similar.
I reckon it's gonna be better, bro. Like
But
it's coconut, it's chocolate, it's sponge.
and
Like,
it
come on,
definitely is a dessert. That literally is a dessert in a can.
because
It's
of
weird.
sponge cake. Yes, that's
Yeah,
actually a Lamington, but like
the
you've got
taste.
coconut in there and
The other one has coconut and jam, presumably, and the other, well, it shows.
jam. Is it got jam or no jam?
It's showing jam on the.
Oh, so it's one day cut and
It's
put
got
jam and
the
cream in the
sponge,
middle.
the jam, and yeah. So it's
But
gonna
you
be
can't beat a Lamington just a plain old sponge,
no,
chocolate, and coconut.
plain, simple, straight.
Like
Can't have that.
they're also a bitch to make.
Mm,
They're not hard. You just gotta get forks and like roll your cake in the.
that's it.
It's very fucking messy.
Um, what was it the other day too? The other night, last night, night before? No, it was last. I can't remember now. When I was shocked when I opened up my Netflix and I messaged you going, "There's another Spy Kids movie."
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
I was like, "Holy shit!" And then I was like, "Oh yeah, the
I
last
am
one was
nowhere near watching that.
like I remember the last one, the fourth one being like, oh yeah, that was good," and then being shocked that movie was like,
Does that have the original actors as like the parents?
yeah, in the fourth movie, yeah, or something like that. It's like
Third.
weird. I can't remember, but like a third, fourth, I don't know, uncle and
Third
auntie.
had different people, I think.
But like the fourth movie alone was like 12, 11, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was
Well,
like,
Spy Kids was like when we were like 10 or
well,
something.
there was the three of them, and then there was like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. But then there was that gap because the third,
What the other one? There's the other one, Sky High.
that's different,
Zoo. Zoo?
similar, but it was in vein, but not in the same universe.
It had Tim Allen in that.
Yeah, it was Zoom, Sky High,
Sky High? I don't
Zoom,
fucking know.
but it's inspired but not made in the it's not the same thing. It's different,
Well, Shark One Love Wheel are different as well.
but that's part of the universe because it was made by that production.
Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Rodriguez.
and he did this one as well.
Yeah,
So
in fact, I remember that.
Robert Rodriguez with Uncle
I
Machete.
don't even pay attention to any of that. I'm pretty sure it was Rodriguez.
Yeah, it is Robert Rodriguez.
It just sounds from. Just sounds.
But yeah, no, it's just weird that
familiar.
like the first one was like 2001, 2002, 2003. Then the fourth one was 2011, and then this was 2023. Like, oh, but I was like, I felt like I only watched like when I remember it coming out, and I watched the fourth one, and the fact it was 12 years ago, I was like,
What was it? I can't remember that Spy Kid. Like, what the fuck?
it's just crazy.
Spy Kid 2020. Armageddon. Really?
Mm. Yeah, it's weird.
Armageddon. Okay, it's got none of the original people in it.
No, I thought, oh no, no cameos.
Nope.
That's a bit shitty.
Nope. It's still done by Robert
Yeah,
Rodriguez.
yeah, still
but
Rodriguez, but
None of the
no cameos.
original people are in it.
Oh damn.
It's got a 4 out of 10. So it's not the best, but
No, it's pretty.
well, it's got Zach Levi in there.
Zachary Levi.
Zachary Levi as Terrence Torres.
What else is
That's
there?
it.
This is interesting. I saw today, or it was posted earlier, like this morning for us yesterday, maybe late yesterday. But But there was a post on Instagram.
Oh, what the fuck is
I don't know if you've seen it about Sea of Thieves.
getting a single player mode.
Yeah.
I took a screenshot of that earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it right here as well. Took a screenshot as well.
I was like, that's what I'd probably play because it's single player. Like,
Yeah. And you play at your pace because you're not going to be harassed by other players. Because sometimes you don't want to have that.
but I'll still probably won't play it. But you know,
But yeah, like 5 years after launch of Sea of Thieves, is finally getting a solo mode. I was like,
crazy.
fuck yeah. Like, I would like, because like I love playing Sea of Thieves, but then you got, when it's like, because then you got to get your crew together and it's demanding trying to operate with everyone. But if it's just literally a solo mode, will it give you AIs or you just going to have a little boat? Like, I feel like it'll operate a lot better because
there's gonna be
just...
no one out there. It's just gonna be you.
But the thing is though, like if you're trying to play solo mode on Sea of Thieves, because there's 3 boats.
Yeah, you get fucked up. You get griefed and stuff.
You can have a sloop, a brig, or a galleon.
Yeah, but you
Well,
get
not just that
griefed when
though.
you're on islands and stuff.
If you're a solo player trying to run any of those, like you could, like the whole point is running a sloop. Sloop's fine.
You'll fucking sink.
It's fine by yourself. Even if you're not dealing with other pirates, it's fine. But if you're a single man trying to run a brig or a galleon, it gets a little bit hard because I've run galleons by myself. And
Back in the day, you couldn't do that though with a freaking galleon. Yeah, you'd had to have more people.
you needed people. I mean, I did it either way back in the day, even then. But it was hard because you'd steer it.
Stupid.
You'd be like, okay, there's the island. Run down to the front, raise the sail a little bit, turn it,
And then
get mid sail, raise it, turn it, get the back sail, raise, turn it. Oh, the island's coming! Panic! Quickly run down the front again, turn sails, middle, turn sails, back, turn sails, and you had to do all this stuff by yourself, and it was just painful. But
like, you get a crew, they're either going to be on point,
yeah,
otherwise it's fucking chaos.
it's just again. But like, if the fact that is having a solo mode.
If you get one idiot who's just running up and just go, where the fuck am I? What am I doing?
Like, that's it. Like, I'm wondering, are we going to have more of an AI balanced crew as well because of the solo mode, so that you can have a bigger boat, or is it just going to be default having a small boat that you man by yourself?
Because what if they break?
Like that's what I'm curious about. Like, I'm very curious that what this DLC, like this well, not DLC, like patch update, whatever.
The update, solo update.
Like how it's
solo update.
Because that would be cool either way though. Like I would actually enjoy. Like I have no problems jumping in, like on like just jumping into the game in a sloop by myself and just sailing around. Like I have no problems with that.
You could just literally do that free of hassle.
But there's free of hassle because then you don't have to worry about, you know. That's what I'm curious about. Like ship wise, like I wonder how that's going to translate over. Like, you know, are we able to have a big boat in solo mode?
I remember when CFE first launched, I thought it was a single player game. I was like, this works better as single player because A, you can control everything.
As I'm wondering if you can get a crew if you hire, like if you actually the money you earn, so you do stuff with like, because that'd be cool if they do that. I don't know what they're thinking, what the in-depth thing is. I haven't looked into it. I only just saw it. So it'd be kind of cool though if you.
I don't think we know anything really yet.
If you start
apart
off
from
like
single player.
Like if you start off with a sloop and it's yourself, you did some treasure hunting, you got some money, you upgraded your boat. Your boat's got bigger. Then you go, okay, I'm going to need to hire more pirates. You hire some pirates, you need some crew for your ship. You know, depending on their stats, you can assign them to being sail adjusters. And when you do it, they could like if they knew, you could have an auto sail where they may adjust to the wind and they might do it automatically for you. Like they detect
that'd be
that
fucking
stuff.
cool though.
That would be cool because then while you're steering, they could be on there. You go, okay, you're assigned to the front sails, you're assigned to the middle sails.
I wonder why they're doing this though. I'm reckon people are dropping like they want to get singles in there, like single players.
Maybe that's it. Sometimes because you don't always want to play with a crew, because a lot of numbers, maybe they're just getting a lot of solo players in. Sometimes that's the thing, because sometimes I just want to play by myself, but it's hard. Right? Like it's tedious because then you got to like make sure you got backup or something, and then someone's manning the ship or
a little fucking boat.
Yeah, so it'd be definitely cool.
Then you can't get big grabs. Like you have to do multiple trips.
If you can hire people, imagine that you pull up to an island. You could be on the boat and you got your crew.
They can unload, load, like
they can run off into the island, go find things for you, or load and unload. Like,
that'd be boring, though.
Like that'd be kind of cool though. You could just man the ship.
Then you just sit at your ship, just
that gives me the option. I could hop there and just play music while I've got my crew running off for me. I'm the captain. They just fucking get it for me, Get me my fucking, there's quests that you must have to still jump off for and go interact with quests, gather the quests and then come back.
But they can like
you assign the tasks.
Go get your resources stuff and you. That'd be fucking cool then.
Even if it's like, you gather the bounty and you pile up and you go grab it from the pile, that'd be cool if something like that's added where they go grab the file, bring it to the boat, you go location here to here and it just assigns it.
Get them to hold that fucking crying chest.
Yeah. Here, just hold this. Deal with it, Like Like, that'd be cool.
Leave him on the island. Hold this, I'll be back.
Yeah, like one crew member holding just standing there on the island. As you're sailing away, you look back at him, he's just standing there with the chest, he's on shore. And then you see a skeleton pop up walking at him slowly. You're like, like that'd make for great adventures though.
Imagine being a person doing that. It's like, I just gotta wait here.
Yeah, like it would be fun. Like, so definitely interesting to see what's gonna happen there.
I tried every exploit to not sink my ship using one of them chests. I was like standing on the tip of the boat and it still sinks here. Like, god damn.
It was. What do we find? It was standing on the plank. So on the side of the boat, you'd walk off the plank and you could either rest on it or you could stand on it. And as you stood there, because it was like because it was weird, because you couldn't put up in the crow's nest and certain things to feel that. But if you held on the
put it off the front or the back of the ship either.
It was weird. Yeah, we did a thing we did on the crow's nest, and we also did it where we had a you attach a slope to the back of the boat. No, a little dinghy. So you put the little rowboat on the back of the boat, and you'd put the chest in there. So when it cried, it was in the little rowboat, so it wouldn't actually flood anything. So there was always little.
We do what smart people do and just drain the water, but
yeah, there was a few little techniques we worked around.
I think if you got like 4 people, you get someone just dipping the water out when it's crying.
There was another one where we held it, but we held onto the side on the ladder. So one person would be in the side or holding onto the chest on the side of the boat on the ladder, and we just sail off, and you see this one of us on the side going, "Yep."
What they needed to implement there was a shark that just.
It would.
Oh, would it?
Yeah, it would. So we would have to be like.
I remember fighting the octopus one time, the fucking Kraken. That was horrifying when they first put that in there.
Mm.
Like, we're just minding our own business, just like chatting, sailing. All of a sudden,
it's worse when you're being chased by a megalodon and then you sailed into a Kraken.
Because you got both.
Because it doesn't leave; it stays. It's like, oh, and you got the shark attacking them. Oh, so dumb.
The shark, the Kraken, they need more than that. They need like giant squid, like an actual giant squid.
Yeah, not just the Kraken. Yeah, like actually swimming around, kind of like doing what the
but
shark
they don't come up that far though.
That's what the
squids don't come up past a certain depth.
Yeah, but it'd be kind of cool if they.
But a Kraken is it's more like an octopus, really, isn't it?
It's a mix. It's a squidopus.
Yeah, because they do sit on the top, kind of like mid
deep.
Top.
Deep, mid, low.
Because Krakens are not real, obviously. Like that.
Well, yeah.
They can't just grab your ship and...
yeah, like...
Imagine that?
Hands, the big...
Imagine like you'd like go on the fucking spirit or something. It's like, you get like by a Kraken.
Yeah, it's like... Oh, hey, Jim. Hey, Jim. Where you going, Jim? Whee! He just sucked off the boat. Just
bye!
Like, got there, swapping the deck, and then just... Yeah, just off you go. Oh, where's Jim gone?
Like, Pirates of the Caribbean.
There's a Kraken there.
Because Pirates of the Caribbean did that. If you're on the deck, the Kraken just grabbed you and yeeted you. Like,
gone.
Bye. Splash.
Bye.
Or just eat him, like it did to Jack. Just ate him.
That's wild.
Bye, beastie.
No, there's been a lot of stuff going on lately with the internet. A lot of talks going around.
Yo, you've been looking at that. I've been playing a lot of fucking games.
There's a whole bunch of shit on there I could talk about, honestly. There's literally always never-ending amounts of news on Twitter, at least.
That's all just regurgitated bullshit, though.
But, and Instagram, there's a lot of stuff on Instagram. So there's honestly so much news constantly. I mean, we could have endless amounts. We could have, like, something for every day if we really wanted to, but...
The Activision deal is almost finished, so that's fucking good.
We're getting through that. Thankfully.
What's that? October 6th is the final thing, so we'll know on October 6th sometime.
What the actual final...
Well, it is going to be approved, but...
But half of these gamers, though, will say are sounding more greedy than Microsoft sometimes, because they're like, you know, oh yeah, this is going through, and they're already... half of these gamers are going like, oh, who are they going to buy next? It's like, that's not the mentality you should be having. You're a consumer. You're a consumer that's playing games. All you should worry about is just enjoying your games, not being like, they should buy this, or they should buy that. What? Just buy your games.
They don't influence anything.
No, but why are they worried about it? Like, that's what gets me. Is like, why are a lot of these gamers worried about it?
They said they should buy Crystal Dynamics, Ubisoft, Nintendo, Sega.
Oh, that's one of the things I want to
Like
talk
someone
about.
said, they should buy Sony and then just end them, like just disband them, like kill them. I'm
But
like, you
but
can't just buy like
but
Sony.
Sony has a lot of money. People keep
An American business, it's hard to buy a Japanese thing. It's literally not allowed by their law.
mm, well, that
Hence, they
reason
can't just buy
monopolies,
like Square Enix or anything
monopolies.
like that.
It's to stop monopolies. Like
Yeah, but also like no one from the West that can buy a Japanese company
yeah,
because you just can't.
it's that mentality of like because then it's invasive. Like
Hence, what
no,
Nintendo? It's Japanese. You fucking morons.
but like a lot of that stuff that's been coming out with all these
Remember back in the
emails.
day,
Yeah,
back in the original Xbox, where they got laughed out of the room by Nintendo,
yeah.
like the Xbox back then. They got laughed out of the
There's so
room.
much we'll talk about that too. Eh, fucking hell.
Like fuck me.
But no, there was the emails we've been seeing coming out. They're showing actually how toxic of a man Phil Spencer can actually be.
I wouldn't say toxic. It's more of cockiness.
Cockiness, yeah. Well, it's still, I guess, borderline toxic.
It's not toxic.
Um,
It's not toxic. He's just doing
just
his
cocky.
job. But like, he's very. I remember like when before the PS5 got revealed, they're like, "Oh, we've got the most powerful thing. We've got this," and it's like, well,
But yeah, he does like
well,
yeah, I don't know. It's
it's
funny.
like we'll
I mean,
we'll
good
sell
old
them like we'll outsell
bobblehead
PS5
Phil
and
Spencer, Daddy
look at
Phil,
and
bobblehead,
look at it.
bobblehead
Oh,
Spencer. Oh, I love this. I love playing these games.
we should get a meme thing up for that.
Oh, but like, yeah, he's very I
I
mean,
mean,
it kind of
I'm
makes
not
sense what
hating
you
on
do.
Phil. He's just doing his job though.
It's just funny, just
But
seeing
like, yeah,
a slight little bit of yeah. It's just wild.
it's only on
Um,
certain topics, like certain words. He's just like.
I know.
Remember the interview I showed you? Just
It's fucking hilarious. He just nod along and then starts going like there's more than just shakes because then you stop and he'd be talking, he'd be fine, and then he starts nodding along, yes or no. I'm like, where are these coming from? These is more than just tremors and fucking, some kind of like old timers, fucking whatever it is. This is something going on. You're like,
even there's more like that.
you agree when you're talking, you're
Not like,
agreeing, but he's like he's literally going like left, right, no, when saying things.
yeah.
But no, this is what cracked me up. This is what cracked me up the most. It makes no sense from Microsoft's standpoint in turn of like what they're trying to do. So part of this deal, there's a deal that they were trying to strike up with Ubisoft, right? And we already know Game Pass is trying to, because you know how Game Pass adds EA whatever it is to their Game Pass thing, so you get
And
EA,
Ubisoft, nothing.
and they were trying to add the Ubisoft Plus to their membership as well, so that you got Game Pass and you got access to the EA
Mm.
membership thing, and then Ubisoft Plus. So we know no one really uses Ubisoft for any reason necessary. Like no one really uses their launcher as such. You know what I mean? Like
I don't even use the launcher on
like
PC.
you can
Really.
you can buy games that quote access the Ubisoft launcher, but you launch them through other programs.
I'll buy them on Steam if I have to.
Yeah, and sometimes, like I said, sometimes they'll kind of access the
Except for
Ubisoft
Roller
launcher.
Champions, that's on Ubisoft
But
launcher.
one of the things I was reading about the deals they're trying to make is they want to give part of the whole, if we can get Ubisoft Plus to Game Pass, we'll give games that you can have on streaming through Ubisoft. But it's like, just listen to this. How this is how I've worked out in my brain, because it makes no sense. So if you were to get Ubisoft Plus to Game Pass, which then okay, you would access your Ubisoft Plus through your Game Pass, which would be most likely on Xbox, or okay, maybe on PC, which then also Game Pass would have Diablo, right?
Yeah.
Then why would Microsoft offer to go, oh, Ubisoft, we'll give you this thing so you can stream Diablo through your service? Why would I use Game Pass to access Ubisoft Plus to access Diablo
I don't know.
when I can just access Diablo through Game Pass already? Like, why would you offer these games to stream through Ubisoft software when you've literally got your own launcher that people can easily access that's more functional than Ubisoft Plus or EA's launcher? Like, what is this streaming capability that they're trying to operate and give to all these platforms? Being like, oh, we'll offer you like all these games. So that's what they're trying to do lately, is like offer all these cloud gaming stuff to these different platforms. It's like, why are
Yeah,
you
well, they've
offering
already given
these?
Ubisoft all the Activision's cloud stuff, so.
That's what I mean, though. It's like, why would
But
you
now they want
offer?
to put their games on Ubisoft Plus stuff, like
Yeah,
streamable.
it's like, but it's like, then that's making people go away from your launcher to try and go to someone else's launcher.
but a more convoluted way
Yeah.
of doing
It's
that.
like,
So
that's
they
how I'm
wouldn't do it.
working it in my brain. I'm like, it makes no sense. It just feels like, oh, you will do this, this, that, and if you're,
I mean, it does, but not
it's,
like
it's just so dumb.
any good sense.
Yeah, it's just so,
It's
just too many steps just to come full
it's
circle.
for people who want to go around Xbox, like
Mm.
do it not through Game Pass, but through Ubisoft Plus. Like when Game Pass is just there.
Good, I mean, is it so you can, like, be like, oh, Ubisoft Plus, do you want Starfield? Okay, sure, you can cloud stream Starfield on Ubisoft Plus. Ubisoft Plus on PlayStation. I'm playing Starfield on PlayStation.
Yeah, that's what the thing was. Yeah,
Like, that basically
because
come back to square
PlayStation
one.
has got Ubisoft Plus already.
That's what I mean. So then it's like, oh, so therefore it's giving them access to Xbox games. Why not just make the version anyway?
Yeah,
Like,
well, there was a thing.
it's
Phil
so
Spencer wants Game Pass on PlayStation. That's crazy.
like just make the games on PlayStation. Like, like just. But what it sounds like it's coming down to is
That's what I'm
Xbox.
thinking. They're going to be third party, like eventually.
Like, it honestly does sound like that Xbox is trying to cut out manufacturing, for one, and go digital.
And they're going to go digital, third party,
And that's
play it
why,
any fucking way you want.
yeah.
Mobile, PlayStation,
And
PC,
that's what looks like they're trying
Nintendo,
to do. Like, they're trying to get everything in a hub, but then that's monopolizing everything. Like,
which is kind of bad.
you don't need everything in a hub. Like, just be what it is. Like, just let it be the way
No,
it's
they
been.
only wanted an Activision for that, but now Ubisoft getting it.
It just,
So I don't see the whole point of this deal now. Like, what they want is they
it's
can't have.
it's just dumb.
What they want, they can't have. So they should just go, okay, we're just going to ditch that, take our 70 million back,
And I'm
or
like,
give whatever they did to people, and just like use that 70 billion on your own studios.
yeah, exactly. That's what a lot of people say. Why couldn't you just use them to actually fund your own studios and make
They've
money?
got like 30 studios already.
It's just
All I know, what I played is Starfield and Redfall.
yeah. Like, I haven't really played much of mine either. My membership actually expires soon, which I'm gonna have to pay.
I
Just
know
so
mine did.
I might have to downgrade so I can just get my access to online for the moment because I'm not really playing much.
No, it's Game Pass Core now. Remember, there's
Yeah.
only you should get Game Pass with it though.
Yeah, but it's the broken down version. You only get some games.
Ew.
It's a select few of like not the full library. It's a select few
Ew. What
every
the
month.
fuck?
Yeah, you get a select few of certain games. It's so stupid.
It's on shuffle.
Yeah. All the games are on shuffle. Literally on shuffle. It's
Fuck
every month
me.
the games.
I'm just gonna stick with my ultimate. Fucking no, I'm not gonna change that then.
I know. I'll see how it go when I got the money.
Yeah, but shuffle. Like, what if the game you want's not there till like 6 months later?
Yep. Then you just gotta wait, or you suck it up and pay the extra money.
It's not there for a month anyway, so you got that month to play it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. That's ridiculous.
Sample. Idiot.
What if it's a game like Crash 4 that takes like 200 hours and it's like, you got the month to do it?
Yeah. Or you
I
buy
was
it.
going to wait till next year.
Or you go and buy it. So
Yeah,
Catch 22.
but then by that point, do you want to buy a full price game and you've like trying to beat it?
They should. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. That's what they can do.
That makes no sense.
What was the
Just
other
keep the
thing?
full roster. Just like online should be free, no matter
Yeah.
what platform.
I know.
Steam does it. PC does it. PS3 did it. Xbox introduced paying for online. Anti-consumer right there.
We'll get in that in a second too.
Yeah, but that's like,
Well, did you see too with the leaks they were talking about? There was a leak for the all digital Series X.
oh yeah, it's just the same one, but no disc drive. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
like a circle.
Why couldn't they have just done that from the get go?
Why couldn't they do that to the Series S? Just have
Yeah.
the one X digital, non-digital, like
Yeah.
PS5.
Like why? And then like the new controller. Oh, make sure we get the new controller.
Funny part is they're going to release that where PlayStation's got the PS5 Pro, so they're still going to be like driven down. So
Yeah.
you know,
Alright,
and it's going to have a disc drive.
the detachable one, isn't it? The detachable.
Yeah, you can either have it or not have it.
Like, that's what I'm keen to get. That sounds cool.
Smart way of doing it. You can either use it or not.
It's up to you.
Like me, I want a disc drive because I like to have physical games. Like,
Hmm.
whereas if Xbox are not making a disc drive for the next thing, all your backwards compat games are fucked because you can't even use them.
That's exactly it. It's a big issue, backwards
You
compatibility.
need a disc drive.
But
Unless they make an external one, like Sony is.
what was that? But that was the thing I want to talk about, which I mentioned to you earlier, was kind of led us into the originally what was leading us into this whole Xbox PlayStation thing again. Was the yeah, the share with friends. It was back what
Well, that's where I got that from. But
2013, was it 2013? The ad,
2013, yeah,
where there was the
with Don Matrick.
yeah, so Xbox had some ideas of how they were going to share games back in the day for their system, and I liked how PS4 retaliated. Like, here, you got to.
There's a breakdown here of it as well that
So
I found.
PlayStation was like simple, like how do you share games with friends? And they did that whole video for it. It was literally just passing passing the game to a friend is how you share games with a friend. But basically, Xbox had a long, convoluted way of it, and you've got it all there, have you? You've found all the.
I've got it here. Hang on.
This just shows you how bad Xbox is. While you're looking at that, I'm gonna have a whiff of this.
I had it here. Where is it?
Oh, that is very coconutty.
Very coconutty.
Oh, that Lamington is a bit.
That's good. Coconut tastes good though.
Ooh, the jam. Mmm. Okay, tastes just like
Here it
cake,
is.
but with jam and coconut.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, like a lemon.
tastes exactly the same, but just the jam and
Lemon
coconut.
sponge jam,
Mm.
coconut.
Oh.
Here it is. It was an anti-consumer feature. It was linking game discs to player accounts.
Mm.
Microsoft wanted to let players buy a disc, install the game on their console, then play it without the disc. However, to prevent Xbox owners from passing discs around, so their friends wouldn't have to buy one, they only the first installer could use the disc. Anyone who subsequently tried to install it onto their console would have to pay a fee.
Mm.
You had to pay a fee to install the game.
That's what they wanted to bring forward. That was the new way that they wanted to introduce to the community. Like, here's a copy of my game, but then the person that
But
had
now
it,
go
like,
pay your thing. There you go.
so if you had like another console in the house, it's like you had to pay
But
another
that's
registry
cool
key.
because you can install the game and then play it without the disc. Like,
I mean, it kind of works, but it just still seems a bit weird, like convoluted. So very convoluted. Because then you'd buy the game, because it was going to become a thing where you're going to buy the game, install it, and then just return the game, or trade the game in, make money back, and just be like, I've got the game still. It's like, what? Makes no sense.
remember when Xbox tried to increase gold price?
Oh,
Was that last year?
no, it was originally back on the early days before Game Pass, way before Game Pass. I'm sure it was.
No, with Game Pass, wasn't it? Like gold was going to go up,
Oh, it could have been.
like
They've done it a
double
few
the
times.
price.
They're going to do it a few different times. I'm sure they were going to do, because wasn't there a different membership back in the day? It was like silver and gold. There was bronze, silver, and gold back on the 360 days. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but this was recent though.
I know,
This other
but I was
one.
just saying, it just made me think about that. The memberships back in the day.
I forgot about those gold,
Your
silver,
bronze, silver, and
actually.
gold, and then they scrapped bronze and silver, and they just kept gold, and then terminology of Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah, because wasn't bronze you could play online with no games monthly?
And then one was
something like that?
gave you party access.
Yeah.
Silver gave you that, like, you could play and thing, but then you could have parties. You could have private parties because it used to have just chat.
PS3, everything was free.
Yeah. And then Gold introduced the you got a game with it. You got to get the game.
It was Microsoft who made consoles pay for online.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
They introduced that system. Anyone to complain
And
about that?
DLC with Bethesda, which is now under Microsoft, introduced microtransactions with a horse in Oblivion.
Oh, and don't even get me started. Okay, I'm going to talk about it. I really hate every time these bots make a post and they're like, Xbox with their banger first party titles, but they're literally games that some of these are on other systems or not even made by them, and it's just like, it's not first party.
Yeah, right.
It's literally released on other systems. Like,
also, the 360 never had a Blu-ray player; it had a HD player you had to buy separately.
yeah. I know, there's so many things we've talked about before, like the things that they Xbox. I feel like if we were to make a full list of all the things Xbox was trying to do that
Ah,
never worked,
hey.
it was ridiculous. Like,
Connect as another
oh,
one.
they forced Connect down to people. Like, they first it was an option, then they forced it on people, and then like, oh, okay, yeah, and then they took it out. It's like, oh,
What the hell? Xbox Live bans players with gay in their profile. Don't know when
okay,
that was, but
that was back in the day. I think it
no, that's recent.
was it
I
recent?
had Phil Spencer talking about it.
Oh, that seems a bit also slightly LGBT supportive. What if someone wants to represent that they are gay? Are they getting banned for
I
having gay in their description? Be like, I represent as bi, gay, you know.
don't know, but like Xbox owners had to pay to play multiplayer. Oh, there we go. Even the free games. God
Yeah.
damn. Battery sold separately. Yeah, they didn't come with batteries back then either. Imagine that you get a console, there's no battery.
No battery. I know. It was so.
Xbox One almost had DRM, always online,
Yep.
which of course
Another thing that got backlash. They're still kind of heading down that way though.
they've still got it with Xbox
Some games,
Series,
yeah.
I think. Um,
It's like so many things they were trying to introduce.
milking the red rings of death for profit and posters.
This is crazy the things they've done. Oh,
How many when you bought a launch 360, it was going to get the rings of death like straight up
yeah.
because the whole first batch was fucked.
The whole the cooling like
No, it was the CPU like
the
connection,
yeah it was
and like it would heat and then
thermal
it'll just
paste.
disconnect.
The thermal paste
Yeah,
was
like
destroying. It
it'll
was
heat
drying
up
out.
the console and it'll just disconnect. Like
Yeah.
it just
It was drying
and
out shit.
you couldn't fix it. Like it would be temporary fix, but it wouldn't last
Mm.
until they revisioned it and sent out new ones. Like
Yeah.
fuck me. I remember the Red Rings of Death.
It was fucking wild.
It was after a little bit of playing, like you just get to a certain temperature and it just turn off,
Mm.
start flashing red, and then you're fucked.
Oh, it was fucking wild. Mine eventually had that after a while, and I just having to buy another console.
You'd have to buy a later one than the launch one. Then that was fine. Like they were
Mm.
fine.
The second one I bought was if the 360 was an arcade model because the arcade models never had the issue.
Or the Slim. The Slims didn't
Yeah,
either.
yeah, they definitely fixed it by
Slims
then.
look good, but they also have that straight then a dunk. It's like I've been
Weird.
punched or something.
Yeah, it was like a weird,
like
like be sat on,
the
stepped on or something. It was so weird.
V box.
Oh,
And
so strange.
I mean the PS3 had a sim not as bad as the Red Rings. Like
The
they had
yellow
the
light.
yellow light of death.
Yeah,
But that was
very rare.
not common.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it
But
was.
the big fat ones did have disk drive issues eventually.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Hence why they went to the Slim pretty quick.
They had to rectify all of the
And the
issues.
Slim is fucking perfect.
Mm.
The big boy's still good. Like it, not all
Yeah.
are back compat, but the ones that were, you want to make sure your disk drive works too.
Yeah, that's a big. Yeah, that's a definite. Yeah.
Because I bought a Fat Boy. It wasn't a back compat, but that disk drive went after a few months that I had it.
That's
Just
it.
out of nowhere, just I couldn't. It wouldn't read a disc.
Yeah,
I was like,
unfortunately.
okay. I bought a fucking Slim
And that's it.
and used it ever since. And I just bought a Wii.
You bought a Wii?
I bought a
You
Wii.
bought a
Haven't got it
Wii?
yet. That's
Yeah.
next week. But I bought a black Wii
Oh, nice.
to go with the blackest. Well, apart
Yeah.
from I'm gonna get black plates for the PS5.
What are you thinking of playing on the Wii?
GameCube games.
Mm. What, like, which ones are you looking at?
I got a list of exclusives and
Mm.
went through eBay and just did a little bit of research and got
Yeah.
some watch.
Oh,
There's a
cool.
Pokemon game that goes for $500
Yeah, there's a lot
on
of
the
crazy
Wii.
games, yeah. Yeah.
I'm only gonna get exclusives, no stuff that's on PS3 or 360
Yeah, yeah.
because they run way worse on there.
Yeah, well, speaking of things that are running bad on Nintendo lately, you see their version of
Whoa,
Mortal
Kombat looks so good, doesn't it?
Kombat? The
It's not that it looks bad. It's more they charge full fucking price.
oh, the bug
Oh,
died.
fucking Johnny Cage,
His eyes are bugged out.
right?
Like, that's so
They got the
bad.
Mass Effect thing going on.
It's
Mass Effect
so
Andromeda.
bad. So
Kind
bad.
of looks like Starfield in something.
That's so bad.
When you watch Starfield, players are like this. They walk past you like,
Yeah, the people just awkwardly staring and be like, I'm still waiting to find some of those moments yet. I haven't had that. I haven't played much of it.
but that's not the problem that it looks bad or anything. It's just they charged a full fucking
Yeah,
$70 for
it
it.
still would have been a fine game if they didn't charge that much for it for a version that's not the same.
Would have been like half that, like
Yeah,
$40 maybe.
which I think now people need to start holding Nintendo accountable for their gaming prices.
That's not Nintendo's fault though. That's more of Warner Brothers, I think, doing
Yeah, a
that.
bit of A and B.
And Ed Boon has put out a comment about it and saying they are going to put a patch out to rectify
Try and
some of the
actually make a
graphics
lower,
and
I guess, a lower quality version because it just so it's like low,
get to bump up the resolution a
bump
bit and
up.
stuff.
I have
I
a
would,
higher.
I'd be fine at 30 FPS on a Switch instead of 60 and looking like
Like
that.
it's just weird because like you have these like because there are
Unless you can do
graphics
60 with a bit more of a bump.
because if you use older graphics that are still polished, you get a cleaner output. But then they have these games that they make such
Yeah,
high quality that
like,
just don't work,
because
so they have to bring
Mortal
that
Kombat
back.
1 is only pretty much current gen and
Yeah,
PC.
yeah.
You think that'll run on a fucking Switch?
Because that yeah, did they? Because that Mortal Kombat is that only on PS5 and
Yeah, and Series X
it's not on
PC.
PS4 and
Nope.
so then why make it for the Nintendo?
I
Because literally the version they made is
Because
what
all other Mortal Kombat games are on Nintendo. Like Mortal Kombat
mm,
11 was on Switch, and that looked good.
but like because that version that they got on Nintendo is technically kind of what the Xbox One version and PS4 version would have kind of looked like. Maybe a little bit better, but
PS4 would look a bit better than that, like a lot better than that.
yeah, but like that's what I mean. I don't
Xbox
know
One
why.
probably on par,
I don't know
like the
why
base Xbox One.
they can't just get these games and have somewhat of an engine, but with the graphics aren't so powerful, but they still look good. Like I don't know why they haven't got this area now where we're in this weird void where the graphics have to be too powerful, and then when you try and bring them back, they just look shit. It's like why can't we have last version generation games of those
Because
graphics,
it
but with
shouldn't
the
have been
new
on the Switch in the first
like
place.
you know, it's like with half these games, it's like okay, yeah, we got the new fucking, fucking
Like Cyberpunk shouldn't have been on PS4, Xbox One.
yeah. Like I don't know, like why can't we just get games that just play better but look
Gotham
janky? I don't know.
Knights shouldn't have been on last gen either. I don't think it is.
No,
It
it
on
didn't.
last?
It's not
Yeah, it
last
is.
gen.
No, it is.
Mm. Mm.
Is it?
Mm. No,
Sure.
no,
It's on PS4.
no,
I swear.
no,
Gotham
no. Because I
Knights.
haven't bought it. I would have grabbed it.
Gotham Knights. PS. Oh yeah, it's on. Yeah, okay, okay. If you want it, then you get the steelbook for $29.
Well,
Xbox.
like there's got to be ways where you can have games because realistically, when you look at a game mechanically, there's nothing really going on mechanically.
It's not mechanic wise though. It's more of scope and scale
That's what I mean. So if they were able to dumb back the scope and the scale, you
of what Mortal
should.
Kombat.
Well, most games you should be able to get them right working almost on an older version.
Mortal Kombat's just a fucking it's little arenas. Like, come
I
on.
know. That's why I'm just amazed that they made this such over the top
On
fun.
PS5, it does look fucking amazing though.
Mm.
I was just fucking mad with like the practice stuff. The fatalities in there, man. Fucking
They're very fluid, and I mean the game does
everything.
has a lot of high frames though. Like the game is built for very high frames. Like they've really
Yeah,
put
it's
the
60 FPS at 4K.
mm,
It looks so fucking good. But I did get the
mm.
I like how they bundled like
Oh yep.
all games should do this. I know
The
I
old
know
way of doing it.
Ubisoft does it like this.
At least you got a physical copy.
I had to, bro. It's only like $89 for that.
Because I'm getting sick of the point though, we've talked about before, where they're starting to give more digital codes out for shit. They need to stop doing that.
But you do get the and what I showed you, it was so fucking clean, my boy.
It is very basic-ish, which is a little
That's
kind
the
of
whole
but it's
point.
cool.
That's what the main case is too. Like
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
but like there's
Just
nothing on
on
the back
silver,
of the
not white.
steelbook. It's just because the whole thing's just silver, very basic.
It's not bad though.
Is there anything on the inside, or is it plain on the inside?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat symbol.
It's a little bit plain.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Mm.
Like it's meant to be.
Yeah,
That's a deliberate design. Like
Mm.
I like it.
I just feel like they could have added a little bit more to it. That's just me personally.
Yeah, like all the Mortal Kombat steelbooks have been basically
I feel like it
that.
just has a
Except
little
for
bit
the 11 one.
too
There was two
less
different
to it.
steelbooks.
Mm. Well, the one,
But that's how that case is though. Like
Yeah. So, but it
But
works
they're
on
the
the white.
same.
It works on the white, and on the back has all that crap on the back. But like you think, if they were
You
doing
don't
a
want that on a
steelbook,
steelbook, though. Jesus.
they could have had that logo, but maybe embossed, and then you had like an embossed print on the back.
Is the
Or
name on the side? Oh, he's got Mortal Kombat 1 there.
yeah, I don't know, it just seems like a simple, very
It's actually
simple.
the good thick steelbook too, not that
Yeah, but like
dodgy
I feel
one.
like they
Like
could have
it's
just like had maybe
one
an
you can put
embossed
flat.
print on it, or another detail on the back or something. It just seems it's just straight silver. Like it just seems a bit. I
Put
don't
like
know.
that on the back.
Yeah, like even had that bossed through the other side, so you had a 3D printed, like 3D embossed out on the
Then
back.
again, it's on the front anyway. Like,
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
and
know.
it's on. It's so
There's
good.
probably not much you can do with Mortal Kombat apart from just have that. You can probably put like, but then
Some symbols
again,
and
it's
stuff.
mainly about Liu Kang. So if you put him on the back as a dragon,
Yeah, like I don't know,
or
have it wrapped around.
dawn the two dragons. Like,
Yeah, or you could have one on one side,
but
one on the
again,
other.
I'm not too fussed.
But yeah,
I like it.
that's still alright. Still steelbook, something better than nothing.
Physical media dying, but like we gotta keep supporting it.
But yeah, well that's it.
Some games I'm not gonna. I will name it. Fucking Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 isn't getting a steelbook, even though the first game did, and I'm gonna be pissed.
It comes with it's just the thing that just comes with a car and then some DLC.
Mm.
I did pre-order
And
it.
before you got all that plus a steelbook.
I know. I'm a bit bummed I missed out on that first steelbook.
Steelbook looks so good, like it's a full fucking covered steelbook
Mm.
with Hot Wheels and the fucking tracking going around it.
Mm.
Like, come on!
I know it's a bit sucky when people.
I might buy a custom made one because at least that will still work. But like,
Yep.
give me an official one.
Yeah, I know. Like it's not that hard. It is suck that this is the thing we start losing out on with physical media, when it's physical, because like these are the things we want. We want all the cool, bells and whistles. That's why we're paying for it. We want these things. Like, stop,
Right?
taking them away from us.
Exactly.
Or being like Bethesda and being like, here's $500 for this Constellation Edition. But then it doesn't.
Actually, Watch is pretty fucking good
But
though.
it doesn't come with the upgrade pack. But if you want the upgrade pack with the steelbook, you gotta pay the
Oh,
extra $70.
no, the steelbook in the Constellation edition.
Was it? I don't think it was. I
Yeah,
thought you had to buy the
steelbook's
separate.
in there. So you got a code in there, like the other
Yeah, it
one.
did have a code on the little money tag, which was alright.
And
And I just
did
think
I
it's
tell
good.
you that I picked up that as well?
No, you did not tell me you got that.
The HD Classic Trilogy.
That's alright. Then where'd
I
you get
can
that?
do the
Where'd you pick that up from?
eBay, like
eBay.
$60.
That's pretty good.
That's half price of what the rest of them are.
Pretty good condition too. Looking at it, the clean case.
I mean, clean book, clean everything,
That's
apart
good
from
for 60.
an eBay an eBay sticker,
Like that's
which
yeah.
not too bad.
You paid normal price for the game basically, which is good.
Yeah, and the book's like in perfect nick. Like it's not. You see someone on eBay and the thing's bent, been
Yeah.
chunked out. I
I
didn't
do
realize.
want to try and get those games.
Remember when games did the You could literally reverse that if you really
Yeah.
wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where's those things that we used to have, like images and stuff like
Some
that?
games still do have them,
That's
but
why I like with steelbooks when they have prints and inside and stuff and on the backs and stuff. Like that's why I like cool images on my steelbooks.
I got a Ratchet and Clank cardboard book. Cardboard box
Like a
for
sleeve
Nexus, I think.
box thing that slid into, was it?
Yeah, or is it Crack in Time? It like opens out into two different
Yep.
sides with two different discs or something.
Oh, yep. That's alright then.
Like that's different. I said that or a steelbook back then. Which I'm fucking keen. Physical media, boy.
That's it. Like it's just.
I'm a
hard.
slut for physical media though, as you can.
There's nothing wrong with it, eh? It's good. Like
Well,
that's what I prefer. I like to actually have.
They can't take it away from you. Because they're gonna come to your house and
Rustle your jimmies, but like. Like it's just yeah. You got your water.
and just fucking war some of it.
You wore some of it.
It leaks out of the little part there. I don't know why it does that.
Like
Like
a little spurt spot, or it just spills out. Doesn't have a sprayer on it. Doesn't have a little mister on it.
No, it's actually in the seal there. I don't even
it's
know.
not sealed,
It does
is
it
it?
sometimes, not all the time.
Not sealed.
Sometimes I get fucking a bit moist.
Bit
The lid's on there though. I'm gonna buy another one. They got ones now that are all metal.
The Frank
proper
Green.
seals.
The Frank Green bottles. Get yourself a Frank. Get yourself a Frank Green support bottle.
Also, speaking of pickups, I did pick up a few more. not games, but you know, I'm
These.
a avid recent Dragon Ball collector this year.
Oh yeah.
Also, I recently watched again Broly and Superhero.
Yep.
So fucking good still.
I kind of want to.
But
I
did I show
want
you
more.
that? I got the
Hmm.
monthly greetings. I wasn't sure,
Yeah.
but I picked up a Sonic Edgeworks.
Oh, that's cool. You got one of those ones.
How cool is that? I couldn't
That's
get the
cool.
base form yet though.
Hmm.
Got this for $15 from
That's not bad.
HobbyCo.
That's actually not bad.
They have a sale on for $15. Like
Hmm.
got that for 15, and these other two for 15 each as well. Which you're gonna think they're pretty cool.
Oh, yep.
Tokyo Black,
Yep.
that was 15,
That's actually pretty good.
and Rose for 15.
You've got some pretty good prices there. Damn, that's real good.
Oh, that's for 45.
Yeah. That's a steal.
Like, damn boy, I'm, I had to fucking get them. Like, come on,
Yeah, why not?
$15,
Hmm.
20 bucks off each,
Yeah, that's insane. That's a good bargain.
and like just the like you can see how sinister he is. Like,
I mean, cheekily, that's the way if you were to like what a lot of people do when they buy cheap and they resell them at normal price.
I'm not doing that though.
No, but
Fuck
that's what I'm saying.
off.
That's what people do. Like they'll buy them at that price and then resell them at normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good if you're selling at
Or
retail price.
fucking double because they're rare. Like,
Double. See, that's when
'cause
I hate when
they
people
can't
sell
get
for
them.
double. But if you're buying it for that cheap, I think you should be realistically because you're still making profit. Sell them back at normal retail price that everyone else is selling them for. Not let's. Oh, I bought this for 15. I'm gonna sell it for
Well,
70.
not even that. Probably
You know.
sell it for like 20, 25.
Yeah. Even a little bit under the price of the retail price. So
Yeah,
you're
like,
undercutting the retail.
come on.
You're still making
Like, I
profit.
want more people to have these. Not
Mm.
you hoard them and no one buys them.
But like if you're to like I'm saying, if you're trying to like set up some kind of a
Yeah.
business ish to start you off, like that's the way you do it. I just hate when people
They
like
are
this.
cracking down on scalpers, thankfully, though. Like, if you buy things in bulk and resell them and stuff.
Yeah. Because that's a big thing with the Hot Wheels community. I've been following a lot lately. Beginning a lot of that and
That in video games.
bumping into people. Like I bumped into a dude the other day
Mhm.
who's in one of the Hot Wheels groups he runs, and just looking at when people get some of the cars, and they get cars and they try and flip them for like ridiculous amounts. It's like it's literally a $2 car. Okay, yeah, okay. It's a super treasure hunt or it's a treasure hunt, so it's like a rare or a super rare basically.
Oh,
But
10,
it's
20 bucks max.
yeah, it's some like this person shared in one of the groups because people like to have a laugh at these scalpers. But it's literally a $2 car because it's a super treasure hunt.
You can still buy anywhere.
Well, yes and no because like okay, yeah, it's a super rare, but still, it's a $2 car that's selling for $300.
But if you can still buy it somewhere for
Yeah,
like
because it's
$2 or
new.
something, that
There's still a
shouldn't be
chance.
free.
Yeah.
That's the thing about eBay and shit and marketplace. Like, they just let it ever fly.
Mm.
They can take it down like your toilet paper. Like,
Yeah. As any
but they
denominator,
don't.
like it's just like it's a $2 car. I can understand if you like if it was sold for like $100 originally, and you're trying to like it's still fucked up price trying to sell for 300. But I can understand realistically in a
Probably
real
$5
world,
max
you
on
know,
eBay.
being like $100. Oh, I'm gonna try and inflate it by 3 times. Okay, you know, $300, 3 times inflation. Okay, but when you're buying a $2 car and then inflating it to $300, like $15, $20 at most. I can understand you trying to be
I
greedy on.
say 10. 5
Yeah, I
to
know.
10.
But like I can understand trying to be greedy and getting like $15, $20 for it. Like that's still pisses me off. But like that's realistic. You know what I mean?
The fact you can still buy that car somewhere at $2.
Yeah. But it's just like $300 like that's like what's that 30 times the inflation or
That's
something?
like I got my Go Hard for like $90. When that retailed, it was only like $35.
Yeah.
That big Go
It's gone up to
Hard.
90. Like it's gone up 3
I think that's
times.
because you can't buy it
But
anywhere
if it
now.
was
Though.
originally
Like, it's
30 and
been
then someone was trying
discontinued.
to
Like,
sell it like I say, if it was originally bought for $30 and then you saw it advertised someone trying to sell it for 1,000, that's bullshit. It shouldn't be $1,000 because that's
like 90, I don't care because you
90 is
can't buy it
realistic.
nowhere.
Like exactly, like that's a little bit of realistic. You know, there should be a
I
ratio.
should be like 50, 60, not 90,
Like
but like I wasn't too concerned.
for something that's related because especially if it's an item that's of that year, an item shouldn't have an inflation of X amount percentage. That's how
No.
I feel like. So if someone was to buy, because you like, there should be some kind of quality control. You know, okay, it's a Hot Wheels car. It's 2023. You know, because there's keywords you got to put in on these searches. So it should by default go, okay, these are the keywords we're putting in. Okay, percentage cap at a certain point. There should be like a price cap
Right.
of what you're trying to sell it for. If you auction it,
Yeah.
on the other hand, if you auction it, hey, free reign, free
Yeah,
reign
auction
price.
people just put up the bid.
You
Like,
started off at $2 or $10. You started your bid off, and it got to $300. That's on the
yeah,
person buying it.
That's that's fine.
That's on the person buying it. They wanted to spend that much, then that's on them. But like trying to sell, trying to ask for $300 is just like that's just wrong. Like there should be a weird control on how things work.
I mean, there is to a point, but it's not more rolled out. Like some
Mm.
things you can't sell at a certain price because they just do stop it.
Like me, like I had
But like,
like I bought so like the He-Man Skeletor things, like the retro re-releases,
yeah,
and they have come back out again, but some of them are listed. Some say 2023 on them, and some say 2020 or 2021.
yeah.
When it was released for those, because they had different waves released. Like even though the models are the exact same, technically
Realistically, you do
prints.
want to get both, just
But
to,
like I've had some and I've still got some, and I did try and sell them. No one was interested because you could technically buy the 2023 version of it. Not
which is still the same.
it's all the same mold. It's just one card of it says 2023, the other card says 2020. Things like that. And I bought them for like $15, and one was 15, another one was 19, I think it was. I was like, oh, I bought them at the time because I was like, oh, it's
Well,
Skeletor.
they're
If I
two
could
different
buy it,
prices though. The fuck?
I think it was a 15. They're all 15. No, they were 19. I bought them for 15. I bought like two of them, two extra
Oh,
ones,
yeah.
because I was like,
That makes
I'll
it more
buy
sense.
it. Let's just see if I can maybe flip them, give it a go. I try and set them for a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'll try and sell them. And I was like, I'll sell them for, trying to work in the cost for delivery and stuff. Let's go $35. So to make up for the delivery that gets in, so I'd only make,
Ooh,
maybe X amount for profit, because like $10 for delivery. I paid $15 for it. That's 20. So I'm trying to make an extra $10 or something on top of
right.
it. And I mean it's hard to try and buy because you can still technically buy these things to a point. Some places you can buy them for the same price and get free delivery. So it's like it's a hard market to work out where you're not losing out yourself for your time of buying it to a point, but being reasonable, but then
But
not
still, if you got
over.
mentality of buying it to flip though, like, don't even think about it, my
Mm,
dudes.
it's just it's just a crazy
Buy
system.
it because you want it, not because
Mm,
you have to sell it.
yeah, exactly.
Like I buy things because A, I want all these. I don't
Mm,
want to sell them unless I really have to in the
and that's
future.
it.
Like,
Like that's it. That's a lot of things I have. Like that doesn't bother me. Like I'll buy mine because at the same time it's Skeletor. If I end up keeping them, I end up keeping them. It's my money I spent. Like I have no problems having multiple Skeletors. If I'm able to
right?
sell it at a later date, I sell it at a later date. It's just one of those things. It's just like that's why I bought it, because it was Skeletor. It's like it's something that I actually like, so I'm not
Right?
worried that I have extra. I did do feel bad, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna make money back on another one, because I had ordered a at the time I had ordered a the Megatron, the T Rex Megatron. So I bought one
Oh,
of
the
those. I had
Beast
on
Wars one.
lay-by. Yeah, the Beast War ones. So I've actually got two of those. One that I've actually opened, and then one I bought, because I bought one for $100, and then I found one for half the price, and I ended up buying that as well. So and I'm like, so I ended up with two, because I'm like,
Why'd you buy
fuck it.
two though?
Well, I was like, I paid $100 for one, and I saw it one for $50. I'm like, this is half the price. I might as well just buy it anyway. Like it's half the price.
But you could have bought two for the price of one.
I know it was at the time because it was like months apart when they had them,
Oh, months apart.
and they only had the one there, and I was like, oh, because I only had that left. I was like, oh fuck, I'll buy it for that price. And I was like, it was just like, so now I've got one that's in the box still. That's technically, worth its well, presumably worth $100. At the time I bought it. So it's just sitting there. It's just like it may gain price at time, but like, at the point if I'm going to sell it, I'm going to sell it so I make
But
my
that's at
money
the point
back.
of like 5 to 10 years, which
Yeah,
that point,
like I said, if I'm selling it to make my money back, which was $100. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's the most I paid for it. So it's like,
right?
yeah. So it's just like I've just got it sitting there. It's just like, but it's a hard thing. But like, it's pretty bad though with like Hot Wheels though, because they've people are bad because they're $2 cars. People will go in, spend $20, and buy up all the best cars, so that no one else can have them. They're
Every
like,
fucking store that has them.
yeah, because I see them in the groups, and they'll be like, "Oh, the store got this in," and they'll buy like 20 of one of the higher tier rate like ratio cars. They'll buy 20 of them. And you're like, you clearly know that they're buying them to try and resell them, so that
Wow.
area that they bought it from doesn't have them. Like, I'll go buy Hot Wheels cars. I'll buy like maybe three of
That's why
them.
you just buy them online because A, they're available.
Like, yeah. So like, I'll
You
buy
can't always trust
yeah,
going into a store now because people just swoop in day
yeah.
one
And there's
or
like people like
minute
regulars
one.
that go into stores and swoop up stock. They'll know the lingo and get the boxes early, or they'll just buy boxes by bulk because they know they can resell cars. Like realistically, I mean, the best way to do it is going buy a whole box. You know, you spend the $30, but then you're left with other
But still,
cars. You
nah.
know, because I mean, for me, it's great because then I can get a nice car, keep the nice car for my own collection, and the other cars give to the kids.
That's being a dick, though.
Buying a whole box. Oh, you only get one. Like, there's only a chance of getting like one treasure hunt per box.
Is
Yeah,
there?
yeah. But
Oh, speaking of buying boxes, um, this is a Pokemon card thing, which I never thought I'd probably
$250.
buy.
Mm.
But Pokemon 151, the original 151 Pokemon, are getting Pokemon cards, which hasn't happened in like 20 years.
Yep, that's the other thing I was going to bring up.
Yeah, well, hey, let's segue into it. I do want to get them Pokemon cards. That's it.
Have you
Like just
seen?
the original
Have you seen that
151.
trainer box for that set?
No,
EB has got it listed up.
let me have a look.
It is
Why? What?
$800.
Oh, fuck. Why?
And that would be coming from the Pokemon company themselves.
Why? 151 out now. Oh, it's out now.
You can
Fuck
buy the
me.
booster packs. I think they'll be cheaper, but the trainer box, it's $800 for a trainer box. It's fucked.
Elite trainer box?
Yeah, it was $800.
$99.
No, it might be a different one then.
Oh, you mean the
Yeah,
$990 one?
yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 trainer boxes. Makes sense. You're paying the
I
same
think
price as just
I
one,
think
but
it's is it
10 of
that
them.
one? Oh no, it's this
Yeah,
big,
that
big, massive.
$190.
It's a big, massive trainer box. It might be
10
more.
cartons. Carton of 10.
No, maybe a different one.
Yeah, the big trainer box
The
is
big black is a big
$99.
black box.
No, it's what Snorlax on it.
No, it's a different one.
The other one's gone then. Must have pre-sold out.
Yeah, because a lot of talks about it because EB posted about it and everyone commented in the comments going, "This is ridiculous. Who'd pay 800 for that?" Blah 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 blah.
Maybe that's why that's not there then. Maybe they took it down. Maybe they got the backlash and like, we probably shouldn't get that.
Yeah, because I'm
I
looking
just
at
want them cards. Like, I just want to get the one,
it was
literally just the 151.
yeah, that would be cool.
That's
Like in
it.
general, if you get like the smaller packs or like a basic trainer.
I'll get like the premium collection or something.
Um,
$250.
yeah, it was
Is there a way you get like a
ridiculous.
full pack?
Oh, yeah, good luck with that.
16 booster packs. 151. Like,
EB
I,
Games.
I
Let's see if I
just
can
want
find
the
the post.
151.
See if
They're
we can
my
find the
favorite
post
Pokemon.
because it was. There we go. There was one day ago. Update. Oh yeah, this has since pre-sold out. Just
Yep.
announced Pokemon Trading Card Game Classic will be available to pre-order at 4 p.m. on Friday the 22nd.
That was yesterday. So
So
it's
it was the
gone.
Pokemon Trading Card Game Classic includes three 60 card decks starring Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, three deck boxes, three sets of card sleeves, one two-player card game board, one toolbox case with randomizer, two sets of damage counter cones, and two sets of condition markers. That was $800 for that. That's not
Fucking
worth eight
hell.
hundred dollars at all.
No. Who bought it? That's what I want to know.
Someone was
Like,
like, my Christmas present, please and thanks, please and thank you. Someone goes, this seemed cool at first, could be used kind of like a board game. Then I click the link. Come up with price things. What? Must have
board
sold out.
games,
Essentially
really?
$800. Yeah,
Damn.
it was $800 for that. I'm like, that's not worth $800.
I,
That's like,
I just buy the card separate, like just buy like a elite booster box, like
yeah, and it was limited to two per person, and it sold out.
$1,600. People would have done that, and they'll flip them for way more,
Yep, I'm just wondering what it's called.
like
Trading Card
1,000 a
Classic.
box or so.
Pokemon
1,500 a box.
Trading Card Game Classic.
That's where eBay should step in. Like they should not be able to resell those.
I'm
You
wondering
reckon?
if
Like
it's been listed up or not.
people should not be allowed to
Um,
sell those.
the big black, yeah, because the big black box. I don't know how it's gonna.
Yeah, like
But yeah,
no.
it was fucking ridiculous.
Look, I just heard the 151. I'm just like, I probably might get some, but then again, I have to buy a shit ton just to get all 151.
Because they give you like the playing mat stuff, like stuff that you could basically have, but like it's not worth $800. Like I feel like the Pokemon company like is starting to get greedy now because they know the prices
People
people
want it.
are paying for these
Well,
things.
not people want it. They know they got hardcore fans who want it.
Pokemon Trading Card Game classic to be the most expensive Pokemon TCG product ever sold in stores. So it retailed for a whopping $399.99 in America.
Yeah, and they were sold out too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
these Pokemon fans are hardcore, bro. For a bit of cardboard.
Okay, so all the
I don't
cards
get
are
it.
hollow, but still it's not worth that much.
And the fact that you're paying that for cardboard and markers and stuff. Like,
Someone
bro.
reviewed on I think it's on the Pokemon, on one of the Pokemon fandom website things. Someone commented going, "This product is confused about its own identity.
Yeah.
It's presented as a board game style self-contained format that you play, given that it comes with playing pieces, and I'm pretty sure that none of the cards are tournament legal. But it's so expensive.
Wow.
But it's so expensive that I wouldn't be surprised if 99% of the copies bought are never actually played with or even opened, and are just bought for
Yeah.
collection. This kind of product
Hmm.
should have been priced like the Battle Academies, which are literally the same
Academy.
things, minus the nostalgia. And some of the cards from the being tournament legal, even if you're not competitively viable, this does have some fancier items than the Academy, I guess, but that shouldn't be a 300 plus markup.
No.
$160 more than the Japanese version for worse looking cards.
So the Japanese ones just get that with cheaper. Like, but they're getting the cards are in Japanese.
Glad it sold instantly, so I didn't waste my money.
No.
And
You just buy the booster packs.
people wonder why scalping and counterfeiting are the things.
A counterfeit, you can tell with a card easy. There's always something off with
Yeah,
it.
because all the cards are hollow too. They're literally designed
Yeah,
for
you.
collectors.
Yep. So if you try and just counterfeit those, it's gonna be fucking hard.
Sold out in seconds.
Counterfeiters, me. That's why it's good being hollows though, because they're way harder.
I'm trying to see
You
if it's
you,
up on
you can't
eBay.
just
It's got to
print
be
it
up
out.
on eBay somewhere. Yep,
Oh
here we
yeah,
go. 1,200.
told you.
900.
1,000 to
950
1,500.
Australia. 990 Australia. One person's trying to sell it for 3,482.
Oh,
That's coming. That's being imported from the US.
who would buy that though? There would be someone out there who's gonna buy it.
But then,
I fucking bet.
but how these all these scalpers are that have this much money? What gets me? You know what the worst problem is? Is what gets me is how do these people have that much money to just be like, I'm gonna waste $800 on this, and then hold on to it and try and sell it for $1,000
I
more?
wouldn't say waste, but it's. I
No, but you
mean,
know what I'm saying though? Like, how do these people have this much money that they can just be like, oh, I'm
mm,
gonna lay by this for $800? You know, pre-order. I guess
yeah.
okay, maybe you're gonna pay it off over time, so you're not like forking it out in a lump sum. But like, you're still forking out $800 of something that you're not actually getting for yourself. You want to try and flip that you may not actually end up flipping, like the PlayStations. Like you got all these people that bought up all the PlayStations.
Ornament. Yep.
Like, where are
I
you getting that money
don't feel
from?
sorry for him.
Where are you getting that money from? I want to know where you're getting that money from. I want that money so I can do stuff. Like, let me have that
Right.
money. I'll buy things and do stuff with that money. Like, not just spend it on crap and then not actually do anything. Like, where are these people getting money from? I don't get it. I don't know how these people are allowed to have so much
Spoil,
money.
spoil it, bro. I bet.
Like, it's just wild. Wild how these people seem to have this money to just be like, oh, I'm going to buy this to scalp.
Also, a lot of like crypto stuff and that.
Crypto's dead as fuck now.
Yeah, finally. I mean, I knew it was going to happen. I've been saying this since it first started. Like,
Everyone's pulled out, basically. That's why it's fucked.
yep, because it's not good. Like,
It's just you have the right output for it. Like doesn't and because there's no one supporting it, then it just deflunks because if you can't spend it, then that's the whole point. You need to spend it to create the flow function of cycle.
but people don't.
But it's just hard. But yeah, no. So yeah, there's just like that. So if Pokemon keep doing that, and the fact that people have bought it, we'll go, oh, people bought this, even though it's scalpers that wasted their money. They go, oh, people did this. We'll do more of it because that's what people will happily spend money on.
It's a sad cycle, bro.
It's just like, oh, and then they'll just keep upmarking stuff and get greedier. The companies will get greedier. It's like,
Yep.
oh, it's like you're not helping any cause. Because then scalpers will buy. Okay, yeah, you want to manipulate the scalpers into buying stuff. They're still going to buy the other stuff too. They're not spending all their money to like take them away from that. They'll buy that and then all your basic shit. That's why I stopped collecting
Yep.
Pokemon cards because of scalpers. I
I
can't
stopped
get it.
collecting mine when over 20 years ago now, I
Like
think.
I can't complete a set because the sets move too quickly, and then all the cards when you're trying to find a set, then it's like, yep, people keep buying them all up, so you can't keep on a set.
At least you paid a high price on eBay for one card
Oh.
that you need. I think I'll do it for multiple fucking cards. Which where's the you just can't.
That's why I like with Hot Wheels. I like to buy what I want to buy. Hot Wheels
I
is
mean that's
easy.
like Dragon Ball figures too though. Like the good ones get
Yep.
that's why I'm slowly getting things. There's like there's a Super Boo that I want, like a Super Boo figure. $300 when it originally went for like 60, 70.
I
It
know.
hadn't come out yet here. But I might get one for like $300 just because
Mm.
if I don't, I might miss out getting another one.
And then the price has gone up even more or something, or it's just not no one's selling it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you end up
Mm-hmm.
leaving the price goes up or no one's selling it, and then if you wait long enough, then the price is either still the same and hasn't gone down, or it's gone up again.
Like, I
It's just
greedy people, bro.
the world is just
Like, I want them I just want one so I can display it.
it's all this thing where everyone's trying to make money to make a buck, but it's just a
Yeah,
sad way of making a buck though. It's like why
it's
people
not
can't
it's not
enjoy anything.
guaranteed either.
No, it's just
That's
people with
that's
money
the
that are
funny
greedy
part. It's not
to try and make more
guaranteed.
money.
Like you can buy it. You could wait like a year, 2 years, 3 years, it's just sitting on
It's
eBay.
just so bad now how scalping has gotten these scalpers and shit. It's just
It's
gotten so
far.
bad. It's just gotten so pathetic and so bad that just trying to get anything to enjoy is it's just toxic now. It's just saturated toxic. It's just people just ruining a good thing. Whether it's
I
people
can
buying up
literally.
games or anything like I remember when the games would come out and there'd be pre-orders for games. And it's like I don't know if they're making less copies. I don't know if but it's just like games just pre-order sell out like so quicker, like way
That's
quicker than they
mainly
used to.
Xbox though, because they're unlimited, like compared
Yeah.
to
There's just so many collector's
PlayStation.
editions that used to be able to just be like, oh, you get announced, oh yeah, I'll get the next week, and you could go in like weeks later and like, oh yeah, I'll pre-order that, and you could get the collector's edition. Now
Right?
collector's editions of anything sell out within the first half, 10 minutes to the first day. It's like why? Like, and that's again because people are buying them to scalp them, not because I want to buy. Like that's all people want to buy it up because they want them. Like, oh,
Yeah, that is a sad part, to be fair.
it's people that actually want the stuff, like to enjoy things.
Unless it was like the Cyberpunk where we got ours very heavily discounted.
Oh no, I pre-ordered mine. No, I didn't. Did I?
Hey,
No, did I pre-order mine? No, I
no,
didn't.
remember
I didn't know. Yeah, I
we got
waited.
it for like $150.
Well, the big collector's edition, yeah, because no one bought that. Yeah.
We got so lucky at EB because they're just like they just got them chilling there. Like they're on the site. It's like
Yeah, they had
150
reduced down.
bucks.
Yeah.
Because like we already owned the game, well I did. I already had a base copy like
Mm.
on PS4.
And
So I
I
was
was
like,
thinking about the
I'll
base
get another
copy.
PS4
I
version.
was behind even then on buying my base copy.
So I was like, yeah, because you got yours first and you told me. And I was like, fuck. I gotta
Yeah,
go
I
in there
said
and
they
check.
get them. They're on special buy it, and I bought mine on PC. Yeah.
Mm,
I know it's good.
I couldn't believe that.
That was a steal.
Sometimes I got my
I got update
days
version.
my days gone. Got that for 150 afterwards as well. Like
Mm.
they had them in stock. They had them just that was the last one I'm guessing because it was gone after that.
Yeah.
Like $150, 200. So I got
Yeah, I
that.
remember seeing that up at that price. It was very limited though.
You should have grabbed it, bro.
I know it was just so limited. I didn't have the money. Hate it.
2019. 2019. So long ago
2019,
now, and you
yeah.
think pre-COVID. So it was back in them days.
Crazy. I think that was 4 years ago.
Back in the before time.
2019 was 4 years ago.
Yeah, well, I keep telling people, we were born in the late 1900s. How old does that make you feel?
Really, actually, yeah. When you actually think of it, we were the late 1900s.
I said, Mum, you born in the mid 1900s.
Not
That
wrong.
feels so long ago.
Not long. Fucking
It sounds so
wild.
long ago. It doesn't feel long ago, but like,
It's scary.
because we're in the 2020s now, like, and that was 1900s.
I
You
don't like.
think,
I don't
like,
like getting old. It's scary.
how's it scary though?
We get old. Slowly getting older and older.
You gotta die something. I prefer it being of old age than anything else.
Yeah, that's it.
No, it depends.
I
I
just
don't want to be too old where I can't do shit. I'm
can't.
just sitting there.
Uh,
It'd be asking like 50 years and doing a podcast. Ah.
I just don't want to think about that too much. I don't want to get old. I don't want to
Like,
die.
huh? I can't get
I'm
up.
having an existential crisis right now.
Gotta wear our fucking adult diapers.
Don't give me an existential crisis.
What, old podcasters? I feel like I have grey beards and shit.
No
I'm tired of
trespassing.
hiding the bodies.
I
Where you get that from?
got it from Timu.
Oh my! Oh, that's what I did also. I
My
bought a
Halloween.
Timu item.
A Timu item.
I got a Dragon Ball figure from Timu. It's
Oh,
Beerus.
oh, let's see how that's gonna look. How much?
20 odd dollars.
Oh, that's not bad.
$30.
Because
Well,
I didn't realize they had stuff like that up on there actually.
yeah, they got cool ones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm opening up my up account because it's the same color.
And so I got Beerus. I'm like, that should turn up sometime this coming week.
Oh, Neo just sent me a snap.
Like, apparently Timo is actually good. It's just like, you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
Like, you gotta pay attention to what you're getting. And I went to all Dragon Ball figures looking, I was like, nah, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake. So I found one that looks legit. So
Well,
I'm
there's
like,
a bit more.
what if that is a legit one that they just got?
What that time was it? Was it on that fucking AliExpress when I was trying to buy that Dragon Ball statue for like 2 cents?
And they'd fuck you around. Oh, you stole that!
Yeah. This has been you're stolen it from other customers that need it because this is a refund item. It's like you're the ones that fucked up and had it up there for that fucking.
You're the one who made it available for purchase?
Yeah.
Like, what?
I'm kind of curious what the hell are they now.
Like, it's fucked, bro. You stolen this?
You stolen? Oh yeah.
You stolen this from somebody?
What's that one?
Like,
That's,
fuck off.
I'm kind of curious. Like, I want to find something that's a little bit cheaper. Not like it's still good quality, but like seems cheaper. So then, therefore, if it
Or
is
what?
shit, you're not
Dragon
losing out.
Ball?
Like figures, like where if it looks like it's good
Well,
quality.
just think, some of the stuff now do look good, and they
Because I
don't have it
don't want to be
officially.
buying something that's like $30, $40 off Temu when it's the same price as a normal store item and ends up being shit. If that makes sense.
Depends on the thing, yeah, yeah. Right.
I guess there's clearly a small little statue. It's
You gotta look at the description and stuff like that.
12 centimeters by 17 centimeters.
Oh, bro, if you want a PS5 now, they're down to $600.
$600.
$678.
Damn.
They're on sale.
Is that on
$121 off.
eBay? Oh, eBay.
Nope, JB.
JB, you've done it again.
Yeah,
That's not bad. That's actually not bad for us.
$678 for PS5.
charge my
Fucking
phone.
bargain.
I'll recharge my phone.
That's cheaper than how I got mine.
I know, that's way below the
RS,
RRP.
the RSVP.
What if I RSVP?
The regular retail price.
Oh yeah, 678, 121 off, down from 799.
Yeah, fuck, that's a bargain. That is. So if you're watching this, get it from
Damn.
JB. I think it ends soon. So it ends October 8th. So you got a while still. So
Damn, I wish I had some money.
might put that in your fucking afterpay. Like, god damn, boy.
I've got to still pay that off. Getting there.
All right, that's what I mean. Like, you could have put on your afterpay, boy.
Oh, how many payments would that be?
Hey,
That would be 169 a payment if it was on afterpay.
that's not bad, really. Like, I might buy a second one just because of that.
Oh,
I fucking would have different games installed on different PS5.
Yeah.
have the one for fucking stream. I just don't have to do anything. Just put it on stream. Put stream games on there and shit like that. Like, damn,
Yeah,
that's
true.
all I was gonna do.
That's not there. So much the
Because I'm
allowance
sick of
is.
uninstalling stuff for streamers. Like, I gotta install this and I gotta install it later and play it again. Like, fuck me. Well, I'm gonna buy like an 8 terabyte hard drive, so I got all the fucking space for all the games.
Doesn't Tommy.
Tommy,
Tommy.
who's Tommy?
Tommy.
Who Tommy? But yeah, that is a good fucking price for a PS5. I must say,
Tommy.
Tommy,
Timmy.
Tommy.
Yeah, actually ain't bad of a price. Fuck yeah. And I was looking at
See?
I was looking at
I
prices
didn't know it was like that. I want to put it on Twitter. I'm gonna put it on Twitter and shit.
of
Like, God, everyone needs to know about it.
graphics cards for my PC because I'm looking at trying to possibly upgrade my PC at some point.
Get a new one.
Get a new graphics card, so that's about $400.
You
For
you would
most.
want to. Oh no, depends if you got to get a new motherboard and shit. If it's a depends on the mod on the
Well, I looked at because I did the PC scheme thing, like the PC builder thing. So I put in all my
yeah.
gear I have, and I was looking at like the RTXs. I was looking at like the 20 whatever series, and I was looking at the
Yeah,
prices
like a
and the 30s.
2060 is a good
Mm.
one, but 2070 is a sweet spot.
Well, the other ones was the 3070s or 3060s, and they RTX 30. They're compatible with my system as well, and they're about that 400 range as well.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, there's some there about $500. I think it was. Yeah. So there's some cheap
What?
ones. There's some cheap ones up there still. It's like, but they're like the 8 GB drive ones, like this a little bit. They're not like the high end, if I'm correct. I can't remember what I'm looking up. But yeah, I saw a few of them. Like, that's not bad if they actually have
Like,
them.
if I get a 6900 XT, what would that be? Radeon 6900 XT. That's what I
Because
want.
like I can get like there's all kinds of
Whoa,
ones.
$800.
Like there's like there was which one was looking at. There's a penny. It's a penny GeForce RTX 360 Verdo dual fan, for example, 8 GB
Penny.
graphics card.
I wouldn't get a non-brand graphics card for fuck's sake.
No, but I'm like saying, like that, like for example, like that's 359. But then you come down to the next one down to it, which is a TI. It's a Asus GeForce RTX 360 Ti, dual 8 GB GDDR6X. That's 489. Like they're in,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they're in that price bracket, and they're all compatible with the system. You know, but it's like
right.
you spend that, but then you can spend an extra couple of hundred, and you get a console. But then it's like your PC's not upgraded. It's always a big catch-22. It's like, do you upgrade the PC and then have a better PC, but then do not get a
That's why I went
console?
big for everything originally and just
Yeah.
I'm only using a
Well,
1660
that's the
Ti
one thing
as my
I never
graphics
did
card.
because like I was always still getting around to getting my graphics card. Was the one thing I was going to buy, and then Wookie was like, "Here, have my old 970," and then that was
Right.
it. I got that, and then I didn't really bother about like a graphics card, which I mean in the interim I could have been saving up to buy a graphics card or used my afterpay and bought a graphics card or something. I looked at it a few times but never did anything on it. It's just yeah.
Right. I mean, you can now.
So it's just
Ish.
yeah.
Because graphics card is a big bottleneck.
MSI GeForce RTX 3060. If I get a
At least
3060,
on mine,
I'm
it's a
still set.
fucking.
Because like I have my
Oh,
CPU
wow, I
is
want a
a
3060. Oh, that'd be way better than what you got now.
yeah, like that's more still fairly modern. Like the 400, like the 4000,
I,
like some of those are a bit
you don't need that unless you
no,
want the best of the best, like straight up.
but like
Like a 3060 should last you a decade,
yeah.
easy. Probably more than that.
So I got like because my chip is a Ryzen 5 and that's still fairly powerful. It's only a Ryzen 5 2600 I think it is,
Yeah, mine's a 9, I think. R9.
and it's still pretty good. Like it's still a decent CPU.
Yeah.
Like it'll still take it. It'll still work it. Like almost would be able to get medium graphics, maybe high graphics out of my stuff, just not ultra high because of the CPU.
Yeah, well, I don't do ultra high. It depends on the game.
But no, it'd be nice because then things might at least be able to run, even if I was to like leave them on low or medium graphics for some of these games nowadays. I'd still at least be able to run a decent quality game, like without it fucking, you know. Whereas
Right.
focusing, I can actually focus it towards using the GPU and not the CPU, for fucking handling. It's hard trying to like force some of these games to run on the GPU because the GPU is so fucking old. You know. But then at least the 970 is still good. And, Wookiee's not fast. I could still then use that and build a lower PC, like a more basic PC, and have that, a second PC because parts are pretty
Right.
cheap. And then I've got another PC backup for, Jack or Ali to use or something like that, Could build Jack a basic PC because he doesn't need much for gaming. Like, it'll still play Fortnite.
I'm not in Minecraft. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It'll still run those perfectly fine. Like,
I need 1080p 60, 120, and
yeah,
fine.
like, you know,
Which your one you could using now could do that. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's what it's capable of. Is just trying to get the best out of some of these games that I just can't do. You know, it's just one of those things. But anyway,
that's
kind of
trial
just
and
yeah.
trial and error as well.
We're nearly at another 2-hour episode. I think we're gonna wrap that. I think we should wrap that up. We kind of got to a point and then just kept going, but it's alright. Fucking been a good
I
good
think it
episode.
happened.
No,
We're not fucking scripted. We go wherever the fucking comes out.
We've done the drinks. We've tried them. I'll make another post up on the Instagram maybe. We've had those now. But yeah. I don't know. Anything else, Jim? You wanna roll us out?
Not that I can think of. But yeah. Thank you, Beardy the Bearded, for joining us on another episode. I don't know what episode this is. I didn't write nothing down. Episode, what, 45?
38? 45?
We're in the 40s.
38?
Oh, 38. Yep.
45.
Episode 38.
45.
We're in the 40s.
Oh my, nearly.
I'm so far in the future. I've been playing so much Spyro, I think.
Oh, yeah. I want to play more.
We hope you enjoyed. I fucked the episode up, but episode 38, as always, we've been Dale and Jim, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye. 45.
You're a 45.
I can fucking hit like one.
Oh god.
Yeah, I can hit like a 45.
Fucking hell.